Tina, is there any way you can get in touch with Tug? And unfortunately, every time I make a call, it becomes content for them idiots.
Welcome to the show. You look incredible, like a dessert that owns a yacht.
That's exactly the vibe I was going for. You know, sweet but slightly out of your tax bracket.
Mission accomplished.
Gold on my neck, gold on my hand, purple with the stripes, that's the walk of a man. Sidewalk shining, city lights humming, every step I take, they know a boss.
Blazing the whip, gotta vanquish the needs. My kingdom for some poppy seeds. Yo, yo.
Is that a poppy seed? You realize I'm your P.O., right? Straight to booking!
Police or zombie problems? Your tortoise won't stop breakdancing?
Try blue tape.
The miracle of our age. Yay!
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
You know what? I talk to your mayor.
Thought your lies were solid. To the cracks, let daylight in. Thought you were ballin'. Till the pay piggy stopped hitting sin. You thought everyone was sleeping while you creeping that stash. Figured you was solid in those wallets skimming that cash. 56,000 dropped by one donor. And when asked, you said me, I'm the owner. That's fraud. You ain't fit for Denny's, ma'am, drive through. Whole timelines clocking your crew. Receipts on deck, let's count the ways. A bench, a barn, a fence, a verbal maze. You pretend to help like you're right, but all you do is out of spite. Now the world sees you and you're stressing. All those blue lights got you guessing. No, not all monsters are fairy tales. Some set online broadcasting fails, and that's you. One day soon, no more pretend. And when it does, the thieving ends, hopefully behind bars. You broadcast good deeds for the clout and the likes, but that umbrella guy pulled up with the mic and the spikes. Means hitting harder than your fake ass fence. Every donor screenshot got you playing defense. You said better life for the kid, straight face, no shame. Now the kid's still waiting and you still in the game. Timeline flip, pitchforks in the chat. You stressing in the DMs, deleting this and that. In these drive-through, too rich for your kind. Now you're running from the comments, losing your mind. You thought the internet would forget? Now we got receipts. Every dollar you flip, every lie you delete. Barn never built, bench never laid. Fence still missing, kids still in the shade. That umbrella guy live, calling you out by name. Memes circulating faster than your shame. You stole from the kind, from the ones who believe. Now karma got heavy bass and she about to leave. No more pretend, the thieving gotta end. Behind bars or broke, the way you descend. Now the whole world knows. Daylight in. Hey, Biggie, stop sending. That umbrella guy. We done.
What's up, folks? How's it going today? Welcome to a special Saturday edition with some special folks. How's it going today? Man, I can hear myself. Somebody's got me playing.
I heard that.
I heard
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Mr. Coop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You'd think a professional would know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, how you guys doing? How you doing, Coop? First off,
fantastic. Got my PC back. Everything is running a-okay. Knock on wood. But
you miss it when it's not yo's. When there's something wrong, you really you love your setup. I know how that is. I got everything how I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, G?
I'm doing good. My attic is cleared out and packing is still going on. So everything's on schedule. I'm feeling great about that.
Heck to the yeah. That's the way it needs to be. You know, it moves. Man, it has been a crazy week. We just got some new stuff today, dude. That's the crazy thing. Oh, Lord. I can't believe every time we turn around, there's something new popping off.
Right on. But I forgot to ask, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I am doing lovely. I had to go sleep after I got talked into. The girls were like, "Hey, Dad, let's go get some more of that ice cream." I was like, "Yeah, this is good. It's like crack though. It's so good that it puts me down. I mean, look at this stuff. Here, let me take a picture. Let me show you. I mean, this stuff
are silver bracelets going to be coming for you?
Yeah, I don't think that actually is crack, you know. Big difference there. Look at that though. Yeah, there's one of the kids.
Oh Lord, that strawberry looks good.
Yes.
We in this town, you know, where they make it, they roll it for you, and they roll you ice cream. Oh my God, dude, that's here. That's Cone's Creamery, by the way. Well, like here, it's a brand new thing here, and yeah, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
They make the ice cream right there in front of you with the real heavy cream and everything.
Yep.
Oh,
They make
wow.
everything right there in front of you, and you know, for like I said, for here, oh Lord, like I feel blessed. In the last 2 years, we've gotten a toy store. You know, like old school, and that. Whoa, man.
Wow.
That's more excitement than we've had in the last decade.
Wow.
My doctor would kick my backside if I start eating that ice cream.
Oh, Lord. I've done it twice, and I'm like, you know what? No more of that crap. You know, I mean, it's good. That's the problem. It's really good, you know, but yeah.
Go to the park. Go to the park and run it off. Play with, yeah.
I had to go sleep it off. That's what I'm saying. I was like, man, you know, me and the sugar, we had to part, you know. I'm all for some sugar, but my Lord, there's enough sugar in that thing to drop a walrus. Speaking of walruses.
Oh no.
Did one escape? Did somebody see one?
We've had something pop up today, in fact, that was really interesting about let's just pull this up here. It's about a certain case that popped up, and you know, we've looked at it before, but we've never really, I guess, looked at it enough before. And props to, you know, who's been on a roll, by the way, lately? Shizzy has been on a roll finding stuff. Yeah, this is his. He found it. Okay, so you know, this is the the wonderful answer to eviction, you know, back in 2020. Now, I like, by the way, that she can't spell September.
Well, they didn't know about Chat GPT back then.
She didn't know about spell check back then, apparently. You can arrange things in Word, but you can't get it to spell check it, you know?
AI's come a long way.
But there was this amazing part in here where she's making her point that brings up It brings up small business, and it talks about products. Let's just read these couple of sentences here together, folks. Your Honor, my income has been affected by, I'm going to say, the beer bug since mid-January 2020. My small business gets its products from, what's that place again?
China?
China? When they said that they rely on miners to go out and to go and get their gemstones and stuff, I thought they meant the kind with pickaxes, not the kind with tiny little fingers working in sweatshops. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh lordy.
Oh,
this is bad. This is bad.
It's very bad. It's also that's been the excuse for the you don't get Temu magic rocks. You get rocks that are somehow, again, if you believe in that's awesome. I don't care, but if somebody's buying Temu rocks, if that is indeed the case, they're buying them for $1 a piece or so, and they're selling them to you for $12. You're getting screwed,
Well, nothing against China, but they do have all of that, magic peen dust that they sell over there, made out of walrus nuts and stuff, I mean, maybe these rocks are, blessed with some of that stuff. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Well, they blessed her for sure. That's, I mean, she certainly got blessed in that. Oh, Lord. I was, I've talked about this a few times. I really felt bad for some of their long-term people. I've seen a little bit of turmoil lately. There was one of their big backers, Miss Lori. Apparently, she had ordered things, a year or two ago, and she was quoted pricing on it. That pricing on it was around $95. Well, it just recently came back, and they wanted $140 now for everything. Yeah. And the way that they set everything up, they tell you they don't ship you everything until you fill up packages. Check this, Matt. I mean, this seems to break every rule about commerce that I've ever fucking heard. This has got to be illegal. But again, I guess when Sumter County's your pal, I guess nothing's really illegal, right? Let me show this. Just a second. Yeah, let's read this little transcript part. I'm sorry I paid for my products. I'm not giving shit away to people that are going to sit there and talk and trash me somewhere else. And if you don't freaking like it, don't come in here and don't enter giveaways. It's that simple, okay? And what about purchases? What about them? You're from outside the United States. You gonna pay shipping. Anyway, you're inside the States. You gonna pay shipping. What's your problem? I'm not Amazon. I only ship once a month. It's been known, And if you have a bunch of stuff here and you have a box and you want to build it, that's what happens. You're building it up. When your box is full, you ready for the shipment. It's that simple. Then I'll give you a total on the shipment. And it's been sent to you. That's how it works. It's always worked there. You were fine with it before, weren't you? Until you flipped. Flipper.
So who decides on when the box gets full? Does the person who's collecting the stuff decide? Like Lisa, she the one that decides that it's going to fill up a box, or does the person that's paying for it decide if they want to fill up a box?
I don't know.
Right. What if they only want one item?
Well, that's what I wondered too. I was like, so you don't get your stuff if you want. Well, I'm also okay with the Miss Lori thing, the way she was talking about it. And again, the one thing that bothers me, look, I've seen people that have been over there forever, and these folks turn on them and turn on, they turn on people all the time. They turn on mods, they turn on co-hosts, they turn on members of the audience, and folks, they sit there. They're at least they at least tacitly approve of it by just being like, not me. But it turns around. If you have involvement with anything, if you ask questions, if you purchase and you're like, hey, where's my product? Eventually it's going to come around and it's going to hit you too. Now, I'm not doing a told you so with this, but I'm like, come on, guys, you've seen them do it. They're going to get to you eventually, right? So, Yeah, I don't understand the rule. Not only that, but how long does my box sit? Because she said she sends once a month, but Miss Lori's talking about December buys. She's talking about Christmas presents or whatever. Who knows?
Wow.
Yeah.
9 months ago.
So it's just been sitting there and the price just jumped. Was that due to inflation? Or
Well, I mean,
what?
Well, now,
shipping
didn't
does
Lori
go up.
say she paid $95, and then when she went again,
Came
it was
back for another
an extra
140. That's how I took
140?
the. Yeah, well, okay, I'll read the thing, and again, she can clarify on exactly what that means if she's so inclined. You know that. Give me a second. I have to roll back and find it. Lord, this has been such a busy week.
Oh my God.
So she said, I'm glad some folks got their items. Me, nothing, ever, waited, patient. There's periods after each one. That's why I'm doing it. Overpaid shipping, nothing. Why? December, $95. Yesterday, wanted 140. So,
So shipping went up. So, I mean, are you not going to the post office to get one, whatever you can fit in the box, it ships for a flat rate.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what goes in there. So she's not doing that. So is she just taking rando boxes and whatever and however big it is, she just fills it up? And then I don't know.
Not
That's
just
crazy.
that, but as a person that ships a lot of stuff, is she not going in and getting package deals? You know?
I don't
I mean,
know.
you can, because I used to, when I used to ship out comic books. Now, granted, every now and then you'll have some stuff not show up or whatever. You refund it. I would try to, like Rhea Raya, for example. Them being abroad, I tried them. God, I think 3 times, and you just eat the shipping on it after a while because it's your fault if it doesn't go out after a certain day. It's my fault. It doesn't matter if the post office loses it. Doesn't matter about whatever. It's my fault. And then after a certain point, if I quote them a price, I'm not coming back and quoting them a different price.
That's crazy. I don't understand how you can go from 95 to 140.
Well, some postage goes up, granted, but I I would be very, very irritated if my postage suddenly climbed through the fucking roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy either. And if I've already paid in advance, and it's taken this long and I haven't received anything, why is my shit still sitting there?
Well, also, I'm sure they're the greatest people ever, and they're of course going to give you a refund if you don't want to pay that, right?
Now, Mama said that stamps just went up the other day. I think she said they're 80 something cents a piece now. So if stamps went up, everything else went up.
That's crazy, man. See, the comic game got so hard the shipping just got insane. So I can understand. Yeah, when we first started shipping, you're having to charge people like I don't know. You're having to charge them $20. I could charge them 10 in the U.S. Because as long as it doesn't have advertisements in it, you can ship it through media mail. But outside the U.S., holy crap! Like if it's going to Australia, for example, woo, baby, trying to send something over there. Oh man. And if the package gets lost, you're already probably eating into some of your stuff from shipping anyway. But if it gets lost and you have to ship again, there goes everything, the comic book and everything else. You're basically paying for shipment plus, it's painful. It's really painful. So
I wonder if she gives them tracking numbers to track it after she ships things. Or
a good business person would.
Well, it would have to ship first. That's the problem.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, true.
I mean, the way it sounds, good luck getting them to ever ship at all. I mean, that's crazy. I cannot imagine just approaching people like this too. I can't imagine I said, it doesn't matter what kind of complaint you get either. You're running a business. When you get a complaint, you're like, hey, thanks for the feedback. Even if it's feedback that I 100% think is garbage, it's, those people are right. You try to fix what you can. And the other stuff, if it doesn't pertain to you, again, you thank the person for it and you move on. You don't start screaming about flippas and stuff, especially if you're not delivering your products.
That's crazy. That's wild. It really is.
I mean, I keep reading more and more of this kind of stuff. It was amazing. And Jay showed this today. All of that popped off in Ray's chat. And Lori, Miss Lori has been over in their chats forever. This is somebody that is a long time supporter of these folks. And they treated her like shit. They treated her like absolute garbage.
Wow.
Yeah. They just
all because she
piled on.
wanted to know where her stuff was.
Yeah.
That's well.
What if she didn't have a box? What if she didn't have a box sitting there? What if she didn't want something else in it? What if she wanted her stuff shipped in December?
Yeah, well, I mean, what if it's Christmas presents or, like, I mean, at a certain point, you're like, well, because like I said, I ran into that with comics. I had a person that, with the divorce stuff, I couldn't tell people what's going on, right? And I couldn't ship like right off the bat, and I had to sit on it. And some people were like, hey, I picked that up as a present or this or that. Here's actually the screenshots of all of this happening. Allison, by the way, I want to give her props. She does great work. These people, they treat her, they try to go after Allison and everyone else that just shows this, like, just for showing what's happening here. These people, they create fake accounts for her and try to say the most vile things because they want people like her, Mark, Melissa. I won't show you to have everybody. They try to get them upset and to quit. And I think a lot of times you motivate those people, So I do want to say, hey, those folks, they persevere through it anyway, but they do some of the most vile crap. And what's interesting is some of the people, I'm not saying this about Miss Lori, but some of the people that will eventually get turned on, there's some of the people that are doing the most vile crap. And then when it goes bad, they of course want us to be hey, call this out. Of course they want an advocate. It's just like only me. Oh, they wanted an advocate when they turned on them, but they treated all of us like shit, all the way up to it. So it's like, okay, that's interesting. But you can see the conversation. I don't mean that for Miss Lori, by the way. I don't know her pro or con, but I've seen her I've never had any interaction with her, but I've seen her in many screenshots, and you can tell, she's like, hey, I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. I've been financially duped.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been having bouts of crying since last night. This is not me. Those who know, they know. I mean, right off the bat, this is a customer review. They're saying you're a scammer. What's bad is these platforms, they continue to allow this, by the way. The platforms are also part of the problem.
One of the things I find interesting about all of this is, like, you take Miss Lori here. Mm-hmm. She's made her wishes known. She's let people know what her feelings are about this. Mm-hmm. But yet, instead of these people that consider her a friend in the chat trying to help her get through this, I've noticed that chat, anytime the head, 2 L's, cast them aside, the chat turns on them as well.
Yeah, Tammy J was I bring her up all the time on this because, I watched the way that it played out, and it was just so gross because you had people over there that the day before, she had been away because she had burned out on their garbage. She was just like, you could tell, you can tell when somebody finally, they hit their point, but she hadn't said anything like that live. She hadn't talked about them at all. She had just gone about and was doing her own thing. So she she pops into their chat. You could tell too. You can tell that 2L is worried. You can always tell when 2L is worried because somebody hasn't been around. So she pops up, and 2L seems very reluctant to say anything about it. But all the chat is ablaze, with a, hey, we missed you. We love you. We're, you're the greatest thing ever. The next day, 2L tells them she's a flipper. And the same people that were talking about her being, besties and all of that, they are just sitting there and they're saying the worst things about her. I thought, man, isn't that interesting? Like you said, all it takes is 2L saying you're a bad guy. And I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if people are afraid they're going to be kicked out of their little community, or, if they can just, knee scrape enough and prove they're actually part of the good guys. I'm not sure what they're trying to prove, but they'll turn on anyone. There was a guy over there that was saying that she had helped him through one of the worst times in his life. He had gone through, I'm not going to say what he went through, but he was posting about it, and he said, she had talked to me. I thought she was my friend. She helped me through. Well, guess what? She was your friend. You just turned on her, and you turned on her publicly. So
I thought that whole group, I thought they were one great big happy community and they had each other's backs. So why has so much animosity towards Miss Lori if she's saying, hey, where's my stuff? I've been waiting. Why jump down their throat? Why not say, hey, let's talk after the show or something? Why not try to work it out that way? Why have everybody in the chat plus the channel owner attack that person?
That is a good question, isn't it? I mean, again, that's not something you do as a business owner, period. You never pile on people like that. That is such a despicable way of handling things. If you hear me banging around something a little bit, folks, by the way, I am building a Lego set. So,
but talking about Tammy J, I'm in Jay's chat every single morning. It's because I'm working while I'm listening to him. And when Tammy J started coming in there, she was joking and having fun, but not one time did I ever see her when Jay was making fun of Lisa. I never saw Tammy J take pot shots at Lisa.
No.
She would just skip right over that little bit of dialogue. She would make fun of other things that weren't Lisa related. And when they turned on her like that, just because she wanted to have fun and listen to somebody cut up, that was wrong.
Well, that's who they are, though, isn't it? You have to either swear fealty to these folks and never do anything they don't like, or they will turn on you. And again, there are people over time that I absolutely don't like, and singularly, okay. You're going to have people that, they do stupid and awful things. You'll have a singular person. These people aren't doing awful things, first of all. They're saying, hey, I bought products from you. Where is it? I'd like it. That's a big difference. And you see, hey, even Marla's there. Look, Marla, what's wrong? Oh, I'm sorry to hear it and everything. And she's like, Marla, been betrayed, lied to. I feel like an idiot. And they're all supportive until they find out what it's about. Then when they find out what it's about, it turns into it turns into a flipper. And of course, that night it's going to get really nasty. And even if they don't call her out by name, you know who they're talking to. You know that the speeches about customers and everything else, and her screaming about flippers, you know who she's talking to. It just happened. It was very much broadcast. And again, these are people that have been with 2L for a long time, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, because you're just a sucker as part of their fucking grift, man.
Well, I mean,
and unfortunately, they don't understand that until it happens to them.
Yep.
And then when it happens to them, they start to think, oh man, I feel like such an idiot. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I listened to everything. Yeah. They start feeling bad, and it can take a toll on them. I completely and totally understand it.
Well, think about it for a second. You got, they use this poor elderly couple and their sick child to make all of this money. And if they will screw over a sick child with elderly parents, you don't think they're going to screw over somebody that bought a peen rock?
That's right. That's right.
Very true.
Well, also, the way it's just the way that they tell people to handle. See, I've talked to a few people that have, I'm going to say, seen the era of some of this, and it's amazing how a lot of this runs. Like I was asking them, did you seriously not know about people like Lutheran? Oh, no. They're told if there's any communication or anything, hey, what about this? That's fake. That's fake. And I'm like, dude, all you got to do is a search online. No. They're told like not to do all that, not to worry about it. It's just, it's stuff that's been put out by the haters.
So so they can't think for themselves and go investigate for themselves?
Apparently, if they go and do that, then they got to hit the road, Jack. And a lot of them, they think these folks are their friends. They've spent a lot of time over there. And, you're talking about a lot of times there's people that are lonely, they're elderly. And I mean, it's the perfect demographic for these kind of people to pull their mess with.
Well, think about it. Her, when it comes to her chat, she's not doing turbo speed as far as people in the chat. So she has the opportunity to talk to these people a little more than if they were in a chat where there was 10,000 people, So the idea of a lot of these guys, being acknowledged by the creator, a lot of people, they like that. Like for instance, you go into say, what's his name? Dang it. Yours and Megan's buddy. No. Nick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
His freaking chats run like wildfire. So you're not hardly going to get recognized in a chat that's running like crazy. Jeremy's chats run like crazy. But in those slower speed chats, they have an opportunity to be acknowledged by the creator. And I think a lot of them like that. It gives them, I don't know, makes them feel at home, I guess. But man, we just had
that look turns into what we're seeing here, where we're finding out these, what happens is after they have this epiphany too, many of them start researching and they find out that they've been lied to about a lot of things. And they've given a lot to people that wouldn't have, they wouldn't give them the time of day, but they pretended to be their friend as long as they were a talking wallet, man.
Well, that you just mentioned it a while ago that they tell people, oh, don't worry about it. That's fake. That's just the haters. Well, I can remember a creator here not too long ago that did an interview with Miss Lynette Spacey Lacey herself. And they said, oh, that's bullshit. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And then lo and behold, what popped up out of nowhere was an email.
those emails. Yeah, I figure we'll talk about those tonight too, because those were, they've been talking about having Lynette on tonight, which would be really interesting if they do. If they have her on, I'm curious, are they going to ignore the fact that she really did try to put them in prison? She went after not just Lisa, but she went after Gabe. She went on and did that interview. I'm sure everybody saw that or heard about it, where she came up with a bunch of excuses. And as part of her excuses, she said that she was sent a bunch of stuff on Gabe and didn't know why. And I was like, yeah, you knew why, because you sent it to the police. When we get that email, it talks about her sending it to the police. So I'm like, whoops. So yeah, she asked for it. We sent her 52 documents related to Gabe. 52. We sent her everything. And she was right there with the police right after it.
Oh, there were words like stolen.
Donations
Take
was in there.
donations, embezzlement.
Yes, big words.
Elderly people being taken advantage of. It just got thicker and thicker and thicker. Oh, glorious days, glorious days.
All of this has been amazing. I mean, really, because
this past week has been
well, I'm just like, man, I am never going to catch all this up. So much.
I was sitting there thinking, man, when's the court documents and stuff going to start dropping? Never mind. Look what just came in.
Yeah, I didn't forget those court documents, and what's amazing is we're right back to well, first of all, we're seeing how ugly things actually have gotten between these folks. They weren't what they said. They lied. They told people that everything was just like a tiny tiff. No big deal. Oh no, she's trying to. I've never had a tiff where I've tried to put a friend in prison.
Right.
That's not a tiny tiff.
No.
It's amazing though. I'm having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, this I also I don't enjoy seeing people get scammed, but I enjoy seeing people wake the fuck up.
Right.
It's a shame that people have to get scammed by someone in order to finally realize, oh my God, everything the haters are saying is true.
Right.
Yeah, suddenly you aren't just a bunch of haters out there just randomly talking about shit anymore. You're actually you're a person that has a point. There are a lot of people that woke up to that. I mean, again, I've seen the stuff they did again, like Don B. I bring him up periodically because I hated the way that person got treated. I thought it was gross. It was
asking questions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. Let me see.
Yeah. Don asked really good questions, so I didn't see anything wrong with his questions. But then again,
like you take Lori B here over in the old man's chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was probably her last ditch effort. She had probably sent God knows how many messages, emails, asking what's going on. And for someone to go into another chat and unload, they're at their wits' end. They don't have anywhere else to go but somewhere where they know they're going to be seen and heard.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she didn't do this for no reason. Go ahead.
Right. It's probably like she didn't get any response, nor did she get answers to the questions that she was asking. And when you don't get answers to the questions that you're asking, sometimes you got to take it to the next level to say, hey, we need to talk and we need to be serious about this. What's going on? Where's my stuff? I've already paid you. Just sent me what I paid you for already. So, yeah.
I would be very pissed off with the way all of this is going. I mean, if I were the person backing and again, you're telling me I'm not going to ship you your stuff until you buy more and you buy more and you buy more. Like you said, how do I get my shit that I've already paid for?
Right. It's crazy.
Preston, if she was smarter, she could slide right into that void these people are creating and pick up a bunch of these people for herself.
Most definitely.
But she's not smarter. That's a problem. She treats people like shit too.
Well, maybe this could be her whole business plan. Just piss them off enough to where they go over to other people's chats to complain. And then I could say, oh, you're complaining about me over there, so you're not getting your shit now. Could be her business model.
But shit, she took her money, right? Did she already not pay that?
Yeah. I mean, well, you're not getting items for free, right? So you're talking about, these are discussions about shipping the way I took that, I'm not taking, these aren't, I mean, you're talking about some crazy numbers. So the way I the way I understood this discussion, you've already paid, and she's hitting you up with a new increasing bill.
Wow.
Well, now, does anybody know where Miss Lori lives? I know the other lady lived out of the country, but I don't know where Miss Lori lives. I think she's in the United States.
She may be out. She may be a Canadian or whatever.
Right.
I mean, so.
Well, it can't be a matter of paying for shipping because she makes everybody pay for shipping. So I don't see what the problem is sending these people their stuff.
Well, what was crazy? So there was a live stream not too long ago where she said, "Oh, I had a bunch of boxes just sitting in the corner and I forgot about them," And then right after that, we had a new tale come up where, "Oh yeah, the miners out here that have been getting our gems, yeah, they just now got stuff," which I never understood, by the way. So you're selling the actual rock, a picture, right? Each time they bring up a rock, I've seen them sell stuff. They're not bringing up and saying it looks kind of like this or will. They're saying it's this thing. So how do you have a picture of it, but the miners haven't gotten it yet?
The miners in China?
Exactly.
Those miners in China. Okay.
Oh, those poor people in China don't have days off, and they don't work. They work right through hurricanes and monsoons.
Well, like I said, I was thinking when they said miner, they meant a guy with a pickaxe. They didn't mean a little kid with like small fingers and a sweatshop. Maybe I misunderstood. I don't know. I'm sure we'll hear some spin on how it's all tortoise interference or torturous interference, But she's like, look, she's telling them, she's like, I feel betrayed. Like I've stood up for a channel. Oh man, I've stood up that for a channel. I will shortly when I tally up receipts. A clue: has anyone received products from ThATuMBRELLAgUY? Huh. And then, of course, Marla's like, I have. I think Marla, I bet you could shit in a box and send it to Marla, and she'd be like, yeah, I got the best treasure ever. She's a mess. She is a mess. What's up? Hey, we got over 2,000 people. Man, one thing I have to give these idiots. I mean, they've gotten good clicks lately because people are watching them self-destruct. Gabe's in jail. They're striking channels trying to shut us down from talking about it. Which is funny because to be able. They were like, they showed a picture. That was their whole thing, by the way. Oh my gosh. They showed his name, right? So order to, which is garbage. That's what they reported. So to get around it, I was showing this, Yeah. He got arrested for hoovering the snow. But here you got, has anyone received product from ThATuMBRELLAgUY? And she's like, hey, oh God, Marla's so pathetic. God. Marla won't spin anything, And she's like, a lot of people have thanked ThATuMBRELLAgUY for shipments, in fact. And other people are like, nope, no tracking either. Nope.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm going to,
That's That's one of her main people over there that are in there all the time.
I'm telling you, like a lot of these folks are they one day you people will wake up to the fact that again, how many folks did you like? Stacy, Flutter worked for these people for free. She got if you think me, like if you're doing auctions online for me, you have to have a way to connect to the internet. So if I provide you if I pay your phone bill, that's not a gift. That's me wanting you to work for me. That's not giving you money or anything else. That is some bullshit. And they were like, I paid for her phone bill. What? How many hours? You're working at less than minimum wage. That's slave wages.
Right.
You got to be there every single time that they have auctions. And then they turned on Flutter because she'd need to keep record of everything that went on. And how these people yell over each other and talk over each other. She was like, hey, I need people to be quiet, or at least, tone it down a little bit so I can hear, like, this is an auction. And instead of doing that, Robbie just erupts on her and starts yelling at her. So she doesn't take that kindly, of course, and she complains about it. And what did they do? They act like they're the greatest people ever because they gave her phone payments. I worked in case management. I've noted this. I think this is the perfect example. When I worked in case management, I was on call. And when I'd be on call, they would supply me a phone, because they had to get out. And there's no way I should have to provide a phone to do work, that's like that. I get paid on top of all of that. The phone is just a means, but we're paying. And then Stacy, who went out, helped out with all types of stuff, was actually co-running the show for free, by the way. These mods, they run for free. They didn't get compensated in any way. Well, she would tell them that she was compensating them by telling them that those 30 people that show up for your show, the people that buy from me, that's me. I caused that. So yeah, it's like this. Look, she would pretend that if you guys came on here, like that would be if it were me, it'd be oh, you owe me forever. What the fuck? That's crazy. We get together because either we run shows or we have fun. We cross, we cross promote, produce. We have. Most of us get along pretty well, so it's a lot of fun that way. But these people, they don't. They apparently. Their one bad thing being said about them, one negative thing from turning on each other. So you had Stacy. Again, you have Tammy J. Oh, Dawn's crime, asking questions. They said they even talked about that. What was amazing is watching people like Marla and them. They were like, yeah, he just sat over here and he was so annoying because he'd ask questions. And it's like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How dare he ask questions when you're saying, things like these people are lying about all this money, and people they're like, well, we did see that money come in,
right?
It did disappear. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
So
well, how are you supposed to learn what's going on if you don't ask questions?
Right.
You're just supposed to take the ignorance coming out of somebody's mouth as gospel without asking clarification on it. I don't see what the problem with Dawn asking them questions for.
Absolutely. And you're supposed to take it as it is, and no more questions. And I've provided the proof that I need to provide to you. And the proof is me telling you that everybody else is lying, and I am telling you the truth.
Yep. Yeah.
Here's a ban for you. Here's a ban for you. Don't ask no more questions.
Actually, it's worse than bans, because what it is here's me turning every person you've ever known on you. That's what they do. It's awful. Oh, by the way, I want to shout something out real quick before we continue that. I've got to.
Who that? What that?
Yeah, I got to shout something out. 2-bit out there. By the way, look at this amazing stuff I got today. So I got another beautiful. Look at that vibrant. Look at these coasters. Oh, look at that Battlestar Galactica. You got the thing out there. But the most amazing thing. Oh my God! Look at that silent ship. I've never seen a large one ever. I've never seen them. They used to make a toy back in the day, but he made a large silent raider. So props to you, man. God, I love that stuff.
Awesome.
Anyway,
awesome.
I had to shout it out. I saw it on my screenshot while I was pulling this up. I could see it right there in the background. And I was like, oh man, I gotta shout that out. God, I love it. I like it enough. We have the toy store up here, and I took him over to the toy store where the guy was like, look, check this out. Cause he's a big anything. Obviously, if you're running a toy store, you're an everything geek, right? So that's pretty amazing. They're good enough that even the toy store guys like, oh my God, these are awesome. But anyway, you see people with the Lori stuff are like, hey, why aren't you taking this up with 3 Lees? By the way, wait, are there 3? Are there 3 Lees?
Oh shit! Not 2 no more skates. Wait, now there's 3 of them.
She's like, I am, and it will be almost 2 years. 2 years. I will. And I have been trying, but always excuses. Always excuses. And then yesterday I blew up, maybe. You know?
Probably.
One too many excuses. She's done. She's tired.
Yeah.
I would
2 years? 2 years?
Yeah. She's saying right on 2 years, man. So the December stuff, I mean, imagine that. They hold your money hostage. And when you get that, here's the problem too. If you bought something, when you buy it, you're excited to get it, right?
Right.
But 2 years later, not only that, if some people treat me like shit, even if they had the greatest product ever, you know, it kind of stains that product.
Yeah. The whole experience just goes south, and one bad review after another, and you lose customers, you lose a lot of people that's willing to be there with you, to support you. So, yeah.
This isn't sounding like torturous interference. It sounds like self-sabotage is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
She's doing it to her own business. You work on an online business. Your reputation is everything when it comes to an online business. And when you're stiffing people that are in your chat every day,
right?
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Really bad, you know.
So
I mean, well, look at what Lori just said there. She's been trying.
Remember the bench? Okay, the bench donor is the perfect example of this type of behavior. All right, the bench donor, they are motivated by something that they've seen that these people put out because they have experienced loss in their life. They connect, something resonates. They want to support something that they're doing, so they give. Then over time, they start to wonder, hey, this project, nothing's happened. Nothing's happened at all. What's going on with that? So they write because they were told, if you write and you ask, we're going to let the donors know. We won't let anybody else, but the donors for sure. Well, they're told more than once, none of your business. The family doesn't want you to know, so you don't get to know. It's like, So then they start asking more questions. And when they do, they turn on them publicly. They start calling them a drunk, a liar. Then it goes from thanks for your gift to you never gave it all.
Right.
That's just, it's unreal. And it keeps happening. At some point, all these people need to get together and they need to truly report them somewhere. And when they do, they need to bring up not just Lisa, they need to bring up all the felons and the bullshit that goes on. You bring up the felons, that's where it becomes a criminal instead of a civil issue. That's what I'd be doing.
So true.
Yeah. So
well, they've got what 3 that we know of. I mean, you got Gabe himself, you got Robbie, you got Paint Chips, and I'm pretty sure with Gabe being on probation, he's not supposed to associate with known felons. So,
yeah, I wondered about all of that myself. You know, it's weird when they're running all this together. They're all chit chatting and having fun. Wow, that's definitely not just a known felon, but scammers say what? Fraud say what? You know, we're talking about birds of the feather here. Yeah, crazy. She's like, you're not the only one who's messaged me about, I'm guessing, problems there. Now, like people keep bringing up things. It's hard to tell which ones are directed at her or not, but we get all these messages about, staying in your lane, and you'll see them coming up, keeping your mouth shut. And you'll have, well, you know what? I ordered a month ago. I got a tracking number. It's and I have a trace. So there. I mean,
so you're the only one that got a tracking number. She can't give each person she ships out a tracking number.
Well,
I don't know.
Fuck you, So there. I mean, they're turning on her in here. It's amazing. And while that's there too, you have while this discussion's going on, you have another discussion going on too. It's the discussion about Gabe, because Ray here, who just gave them hundreds of dollars, got played like a chump because these folks, again, you have a guy that he ends up freaking testing dirty for cocaine. He's out here being like, oh, well, yeah, he fell off the wagon and it's not a big deal. And then Lisa goes live and she's like, he's not an addict. He's never been an addict. So how did he fall off the wagon? How does that work?
I don't know. Maybe somebody slipped. Maybe somebody wasn't supposed to say something and they did. I don't know.
It felt like that, I thought it was really strange too. How do you not say that someone has a problem when they've not just had, one time? Okay. But you're on, first of all, when you're on probation, this is serious stuff. And you can't control yourself. Like the whole birthday, like this one by itself is a mess, because the whole excuse for the arrest was he went out, he got drunk, partying with a bunch of mofos out there with friends of friends. So people he doesn't even know. He gets so drunk, can't control himself. And I guess somehow he ends up with cocaine in his system. Right. But he knows he has a drug test in 2 days from that. All right. That by itself is bad. But remember, this isn't the first one that they've tried to go in and spin. I've got a video where I thought it was so funny that where they were spinning poppy seeds. We all laughed at that. So that's 2 we've seen publicly. Smart. I've got a Raider. What's up, girl? Hey, I heard you coming.
Yeah.
The bug.
Did you like that ice cream today?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, but I didn't eat all my strawberry ice cream, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's a lot,
Yeah, and there was a real strawberry in there.
Yeah, there's real strawberries. They're nice over there, aren't they, too?
Yeah, definitely next time I'm going to go for Elizabeth's again.
You are? You can get sissies just like you did last time? Yeah, you can get that confetti one? All right, well, here.
Yeah, I want the strawberry ones that me and Sissy would like, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. There's so much to try. So much to try. Too bad it costs $10 a person, But,
and you can get strawberry normal in like a cup.
Oh my goodness. Well,
yeah, when I tried it in a cup, it was actually amazing. Next time we go there, I might not get the rolled up, but I might get strawberry ice cream.
Oh, that sounds delicious. All right. Well, hey, go get you some rest, okay? Love you.
I might be awake for more because I'm going to play my phone.
Hey, yeah, don't fall on your face. Hey, can you bring me some? Will you bring me my Coke we bought today? My, not Gabe's Coke, Coca-Cola? Can you bring me some Coca-Cola?
Just like that, the Strawberry Fund was created.
The Strawberry Fund, that's right. I hear in prison that means something else.
I wouldn't know, so okay.
We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, she'll be back in a minute there. I mean, when you read through these things, they're just, you see the excuses, though. They're talking about Gabe. And I do agree that, we're not talking about addiction here. Like, that's, if we were watching a person battle addiction and that was the only thing, that would be a different story. But we're talking about people that have a lot of questions about a lot of money, that everyone from major donors, I hate to call them mine, they're all donors, right? But, people who gave lots of money to people who just gave a little, to people who gave just, donations. There's even the question of Lynette. Lynette denies ever getting loose money that was sent, like in Christmas, people sending cards and everything. She said, well, that wasn't her P.O. box. So she didn't get any of the money or anything that went in with that.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, again, take Lynette as it were, but there are some things I do believe Lynette is telling the truth on, because I've watched these people their behavior, and it's setting up there with the bags we brought in, baby. Yeah. She's so funny. She's like, Where is it? I don't see it. Like it's sitting there where yours came out of, you know. oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got that. Oh, they're so funny. But yeah, they've gone out of their way to. I wouldn't say it. Let me mute. Okay, can you all?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go for it. Yeah, well. Let's see what the chat's got to say. What you say, D?
Sure.
Jacker.
So, yeah, there's Jacker.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I was like, well, don't worry about it then. I'm like, it's on the table. Where? It's in the bag on the table. I don't see a bag. I'm like, I know the bag's on the table. I just got you something out of it. I don't see it. Never mind. I'll get it later. The kids are making me laugh with that stuff. They'll be like, I don't see it. You know, I do that myself. Well, where something's there sometimes, and I'm like, I look right at it and I don't see it. So
now you didn't slip and inhale, did you?
Yeah, let's see.
Smash. Yeah. I was at a party one time, and I got secondhand insulation. You know, just I inhaled a little bit too much while I was there.
Yes, a strawberry is let's see. The word strawberry has several different slang meanings depending on ranging from the US street term for trading sex for drugs to, you know, to many other things. So yeah, if you're a little strawberry over there to being somebody soft and, you know, delicious in prison. So like, you know, wow. Gabe might be described right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean,
here, boy, carry my soap.
Exactly. You better cut that rope, boy. You're like, oh no, okay, I bought this special. I thought it was funny too. 2L was like, I'm not getting him a lawyer. I was like, wow, is it love or, you know, I'm really feeling it there, aren't you? You know,
right
on my significant other in prison over something that I say is just a terrible mistake. I think I would try to help them personally, but you know, what do I know? What do I know?
Somebody asked me the other day about Florida laws here when it pertains to marijuana and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not real educated on it, but I do think if it's classified as medicine, whether you're on parole or not, I think it's allowed.
It is.
I'm pretty sure it is. But now I'm pretty sure cocaine ain't.
No,
I don't think that falls within the parameters.
No, there is no there is no world where that's okay. So here, like in Tennessee, you know, we have some rather stringent marijuana laws. There is nothing, and I don't personally agree with that, but that's much different from cocaine when somebody pops dirty on it too. You know, they have tried to make it a discussion about everything but what it is, and that's again, lots of money has gone missing. And when lots of money goes missing, there are people that want to know, hey, what happened to my donation? Hey, you know, are my donations, are they being used for this weird thing? To be honest, Lynette Preston, she does not need to let these people into her bankruptcy. You know why they want to be in your bankruptcy? So maybe you would discharge the fact that they owe you $56,000.
Right.
You know, and that's from one donor that we can prove. But that's why they want in, so they can say, yeah, you know, we settled, we hashed that out. That's exactly why they want in. So she needs to be careful on that. I mean, these people have been doing this stuff. It looks interesting. I mean, we had, we have this stuff. We have those new that hurricane relief thing that looks rather
sketchy.
Yeah, very sketchy. Yeah. You have people that are defrauding folks, not doing work, and then it looks like they may have had a company that supposedly was helping out with hurricane relief. Really?
Now. Remember, that's all civil. That's not felony. That's all civil. that
Yeah, I
didn't
love
happen.
that. I love that they say that. When's the last time you saw somebody get parole or probation or whatever for a civil infraction?
Never.
Yeah. So when I heard that the first time, I was like, wait a minute. Did you just tell me that he's having to piss in a cup because he had a civil violation? And the way they describe it is so weird too. Well, he ended up taking a plea, and not contesting because blah blah blah. I was like that. Well, that's not civil. You don't take pleas in civil court.
No, you either get a judgment for you or against you.
Yeah. I mean, they say a lot of stupid things, and they keep telling people, of course, while they're doing this, that they're raising money to sue people that talk about this. Again, we are talking about their own donors. This would be a mother of a lawsuit. I for one say bring it. I do, because we have people out here that are talking about being defrauded, and it has gone on. When I have the woman that is supposed to have received the money herself, that has been writing the police, and I find that in FOIA records, I start asking questions like, how the fuck did they shut her up? Why is she talking about people threatening her and going silent? It maybe more people should have asked. I know why she went quiet the first time. I know why. I got to hear a lot of that, like from somebody that was, talking right to Lynette Preston. So I definitely, when these people, they're like, nobody knows what was going on. Oh yeah, some of us really do know what was going on, and it was how do you put it? Sketchy as fuck. That's probably a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Well, according to Spacey Lacey, some individuals were threatening her. She had to delete some of her live streams. I know it was none of us. No. I actually encourage her to put up more.
Well, not just that. Okay, she doesn't care what we say anyway. She's made that abundantly clear that it doesn't fucking matter what you or I talk about. So if she was talking about us, she wouldn't have listened to us anyway. So it had to be somebody close to her that was quote unquote threatening her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to think about it. She just did these live streams like 4 days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
She got 1,500 views on the first one and got 1,700 on the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, come on. You need to do a minimum of an hour. Okay.
Hour stream.
1 hour. And just shine your phone off out into the swamp, catch Bigfoot or something while you're talking. I don't care. You can be monetized quick.
Yep.
And then all of that, everybody's monetized with me, would be over.
Right.
Well, she doesn't want that though. She wants I think the victim stance is to her more valuable than actually making money sometimes.
Well, somebody, I can't remember who it was. It might have been you, Tug. I can't remember. We were talking about the barn. I can't remember who it was I was talking about this too. And they said the barn will never be completed. Why? Because if it's completed, then the grift is gone.
Yeah.
True.
And that made a lot of sense when I heard. I didn't say that. Whoever I was talking to said that to me. And I'm like, that makes absolute sense.
I have no idea. Could I have said that?
I don't know. I don't know who I was talking to at the time. It's been months ago. I can't remember who it was.
That's what I mean. Could I have said it? Yes. I say a lot of things. I talk online all day. So I don't know.
But it's true though. I mean, think about it. If it's not one feel sorry for me scheme, it's another.
Yep.
I mean, these people, they literally bring in just under $4,000 a month in benefits. And then you turn around and you throw the $750 on food stamps on top of that. They're not indigent. Okay. Their property's paid for. All they have is just normal bills like any other person out there.
Right.
So why isn't that barn done? They could have had this done a long time ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's a point that a lot of people have kind of made with that. That the barn dough, they've had the fight. Not only that, man, they had direct connection with a lot of other money that came in too. You got to remember all the money that was coming in through flea market and everything else. God knows how much money that actually was. But they had, you think about it, they had donors popping off all over the place. And
oh yeah. Well, according to her, the whole time she's been at the flea market for over a year now, she'd only made $500.
Yeah, right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I wonder who's footing the bill for that now, because that booth, that's a store. That's not an actual put your table up and throw your shit on it. That's an actual store. Right. So she's probably paying between $250, $300 a week for that.
She's paying quite a bit, with those things too. The one thing I've learned, unless there are very few exceptions to this, the people who win there are the people who own the place. They are the real winners in the getting a place like that. That's not a high money earner, but you know what it is? It's a high money earner for somebody who doesn't pay for any of their stuff.
Yeah. You got somebody footing your bill, paying for your lot rent or whatever it is they call it, their booth rent, and then filling your store up with inventory. Yeah, I mean, $5 is free money to them.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Hey, Coop, didn't I ask you what happened to her doing the permanent jewelry? Did she finally sell that second welder?
I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about it.
Question, because she talked about it. The other thing too, I did find out. So we were laughing about the vanilla extract thing. Indeed, she is supposed to. If she's making shit like that, she's supposed to have a license with alcohol products. So
yeah. Somebody, I think somebody sent me information on that when we were talking about it last week.
Isn't that wild? I mean,
that's crazy. Because I mean, you got to have a license on so many crazy things. And then I think I said this last time we were here. Mama's got the eggs, right? She gets her eggs from the chickens. In the state of Florida, you have to have a permit to sell eggs, but you don't have to have a permit to make jelly and sell jelly.
That's
well,
you're not making that egg.
What's crazy is these people are supposed to, but ultimately nobody ever does anything to them. I mean, Levy County, all these, they're never going to do a fucking thing to these people. So,
son, the minute I do something like that, I'm getting caught.
Yeah, well, if there is something really wrong in Levy County where I'm wondering if with Levy County, first of all, they listen to Michelle Preston quite a bit, and they listen to these other people from what they said. I wonder if they won't look into these other people because they did some off the books bullshit, where they were talking about, that's what 2L claims. She did all this stuff where it's not foiable. She bragged about that at one time. And I thought, man, maybe they won't investigate them because she might be able to talk about all these conversations that they had. They did a lot trying to put away Jeremy Hales. I cannot believe this is a Lego, or it's not Lego, but it's a McFarlane. Look at this creepy thing. I just put it together. Let me show you this. This is a Walking Dead set. Look at this mess, and we'll pull that back up in a second. Give me a minute. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look, you got like fish tanks with zombie heads in them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the governor's house.
Yeah. I just put it together. I got it. There were extra. There's not supposed to be this many fish tanks, but yeah, there's the zombie kid, and isn't that cool? That's awesome.
It's awesome.
I never knew they had Walking Dead Legos.
Oh yeah, they're McFarlane. They're not a Lego. You're not actual Lego. There's they're his brand, but still, yeah. They made like they made some like a Daryl bike thing. They had different groups, like Michonne. They have a Michonne walking some zombies, all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, look here. So when talking about Miss Lori here, they're telling her to shut up, basically. Please don't start crap about Lisa's and Ray's chat. Go to Lisa. Ray can do nothing. Oh, Ray can do nothing. I thought these were his best fucking pals. And he's telling people to give them money. If he can do nothing about recuperating, it's like this. If Mr. Coop helped me, Ray, like if I put out something talking about raising money, Mr. Coop helped it. You know, if he came to me and was like, yo, dude, like there's this thing that's it seems fucked up to me, and went over that, we could actually have a conversation, and it could be private, and we'd get something fixed. With this, we're hearing, no, Ray's just some old man that has no sway whatsoever. Well, that's interesting. I thought they were all best friends.
Did you notice she came in there and they ultimately dragged it out of her? Because she came in there upset.
Yeah.
Well, they asked her what's wrong.
Because they didn't realize that it was about Lisa at first. You know, when they find out about it, about Lisa, it's like, oh, well, shit, we need to shut this down.
Yeah, where's your concern once you find out what it's about? That's a telltale sign of who in that crowd that they could trust. Miss Lori just found out who in that crowd are actually friend or foe.
Right.
None of them are your friend, lady. You know?
No, none of them. Nope.
None of them.
Because remember, that's my money. That's my money. It was given to me.
Well, yeah, she said that. And to be, you know, if you look at the rules about shipping, you're supposed to ship out within a month after you take an order. The way she's talking about combined shipping and stuff, that is fucking fraud. Now, of course, getting anybody to pay attention to the fraud, that's the interesting little quandary there. Because they've bragged again, Sumter County won't do shit to them. You know, there's a problem in a place when people feel comfortable setting on a stream where she and Gabe are talking about stuff, and you know, you have other people like Luthman coming in and they're bragging about how fucking Sumter County won't look into any of these folks, felons that are attached to it. And on top of it, it really stuck with me when they talked about someone calling his probation officer. And but they were bragging about how, you know, the probation officer, apparently someone called about this scamming and stuff and reported they had been scammed. According to them, the probation officer talked to them and they had a good laugh about it.
Oh, like when the whole team showed up at the garage studio, which consisted of Gabe and her landlords. Yeah. Oh, they had a meeting. Over phone calls.
I liked that, by the way. I was like, you know, and they, of course, they blamed it on Megan Fox, and they said that Megan Fox was the one who made the calls. How do they know? They had her phone number, and she admitted it. She said she used her name, and then, you know, the next day it was like, oh, no. This was somebody else. I remember at one time, D here got blamed for it. Now, D is no longer the party, but yeah, you got blamed.
Yeah, I have my call logs, and I have my phone bill. So, yeah. No, it wasn't me.
I'm not going to call you landlord. If I ever get motivated to call somebody, me and every fucking agency out there in the world are going to have a conversation. I'm not the one who got scammed out of money. It is not my purview. Like, the people who can really make complaints are the people that this is impacted. They're the people who have to go and they have to do something about it. If enough of them will get together, you can if they blow you off, then you take all of that. You take everything you have, all of their statements about that, and you go to the mainstream media.
The list is getting quite large. There's at least 6 people that I know of right now that if they got together, they could probably kick in some doors on this. It's just a matter of them having to get together.
And they're worried about it. You can tell because they threaten it's just like with, again, going back to Tammy J. Remember how they reacted with Tammy J? They were like, you say one word, we're going to put you in jail. We're going to do this. We're going to do that, because they're afraid of what she'll say. They're afraid that she heard something or overheard something or whatever, because she was like, you can't say nothing about me or my husband or our business. Huh. That's
business.
Weird. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yep.
But
I went
one
back
of the things that drove. Well, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I went back and read part of that, and that was part of the threat. You can't talk about me, my husband, our business, nothing. So
I thought a cease and desist was to tell you to stop doing something.
The cease and desist, her cease and desist are basically, you can't do anything. I was looking at I thought, I mean, here, look, here's
that's an NDA. That's not a cease and desist.
Check this out. This is the cease and desist I got. Okay, so Megan's talked about hers. She's like, too many names, ThATuMBRELLAgUY. And all persons acting in concert with you. This letter serves as your formal demand to immediately cease and desist from threatening to publishing, distributing, transmitting, forward, posting, blah, 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 private materials concerning Lisa Lee. What private materials? Everything we find is public. Other people that talk about it there. And from engaging in further harassing, no harassing, defamatory, hey man, you fucking over people. That's your issue. Coercive?
What's coercive?
Coercive? I just say from further harassing, defamatory, coercive, infringing, or otherwise tortious conduct. You know what's funny is you can tell that they probably had AI help with all that, because they can't fucking say tortious. They say torturous, So, whom you also refer to as Flea, Fleesa, and Walrus. Well, that's cool. I actually refer to you as 2L, or people think I typo her name when I type Lisa. Sometimes I type it with an O instead of an I. No, that's Lusa, no, not Lisa. So sometimes I type it as Lusa. But yes, so out of this, she's saying you can't say ever anything. Now, when you go through this, again, it talks about private materials. There are no private materials. And again, coordinated efforts. She's gonna may see conjunctive. Oh, please go. Like I said, I would love to pull this shit up, and I would love to go walk in with, number one, the things they've said about other people, including myself, are horrible. Number two, I'd love to walk in with emails from a donor that gave $56,000, whom you admit gave that, and is begging me, who he doesn't even like, for help. Plus, oh my, I'd love to walk in there with Preston's interview and to discuss that. Yeah, that's pretty powerful too. Or her letters to the police saying that she was scammed, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is her. Look, she doesn't consent to any false or misleading statement, insinuation, edited presentation, half-truth, selective leak, blah, blah, blah. I don't consent to you ever talking about anything. You can tell it's also AI. How can you tell? Because of statements like this. This is an AI statement. That is not hardball. That is exposure. This is what AI does. It repeats. It has this repetition problem. And that is the signature of AI. But it's funny. So cease and desist from making any further threats to release or circulate private materials. I don't remember anyone circulating private materials.
I don't either.
Publishing, reposting, transmitting, or sharing any materials in any form, whether directly or through. Hey, look, any such materials. So private materials, I'm guessing.
But nothing's been private. It's been all that's out there in the public. Anybody can go and find it.
You know what's funny? They remember when they said that tagging people was not harassment, by the way, when they tag Jeremy Hales or say Paint Chips does that. Look, tagging is harassing here. So isn't that fun? So cease from making or republishing false, defamatory, misleading, or reputational damaging statements. Dude, you do just fine damaging your own reputation. Piece of shit.
Yep.
Can we say Miss Lori?
Yeah, exactly. When we're reading over, they're like, "Oh no, you're defaming me with that." No, this are your own customers, and then you attack them on your streams. That's why I keep their own statements where they attack these people, because they make it a public spectacle. They do. It's just like the when Only Me, instead of handling Only Me behind the scenes, they decided to blow him off. And when they blew him off, he decided to talk to other people. You know, he went nuclear, and I get it, because we were talking about things were supposed to be done in January. Well, he starts talking about it in February after he finds out about Gabe. That's really what sends it off. And remember, these are the same people. I would love to go into a courtroom and talk about how they raised money and everything, while also telling people that the charges against somebody who is there as part of that funding, that those are all fake too, you know. But yeah, she cease and desist communicating with her. Who has communicated with her ever?
Right.
She's the one sending us emails. She sent me this. In fact, this dumb piece of shit sits on her stream and talks about all of us all day, every day. That's her only content. So,
well, we're her business.
Yeah, it is. And hey, so be it, you know, that's fine. Cause you know, hey, good for the goose, right? Good for the goose.
Yeah. I don't care if she talks about me. Have fun.
But you notice there's nothing specific that's noted in any of these. They're just random. It's like you can't talk about anything. If you say anything in any way, ever, in any form, that I'll come after you. Oh yeah, fuck you. You know, and also, if you have any of her stuff, you need to disclose if you have any copies. I've got all your shit. I've got everything. I kept it all of it. I have it all because I am, you know.
And we get more and more stuff every day. Yeah. Oh, we just had a fabulous letter pop up. Oh, yeah.
Indeed. Let's see some more of that too. I'm glad some folks got their items. Me, nothing. Ever. Waited. Patient. Overpaid shipping. Nothing. Why? December, $95. Yesterday, wanted 140.
I think she just throws numbers at them. I don't think she weighs up anything. She $140. That's what you owe me.
Which is weird. It just changed, right? You know?
Yeah. What it changed? What was that? $135 change?
Look at them threatening people in the chat too. We have no control over people slandering our friends. However, it'll be resolved in court. So watch your mouth, Kay. That's Marla. I'm like, this is the dirty piece of shit that took a woman's deceased son and used that loss as a weapon repeatedly. And this piece of shit wants to talk about people and what they do online. Wow.
Who is
you see that? Did you talk to Lisa? DRD here, of course. You know, yep, all of them. Talk to Lisa. Don't talk about it publicly. Don't talk about it publicly. You know, email.
Look,
do that.
She said she did many times.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it becomes a pile on. This is what you see every time. You know.
Oh, let's not forget the $499 lady that bought the membership by accident.
I feel bad for that lady.
Did she get her money back?
Not that I'm aware of.
But she got chastised though, right there on live stream.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, she got talked about like she was a dog, you know?
I mean, this woman admitted that she doesn't always chat. And what did Lisa do? Or 2Ls do? Yeah. You're just a Hales person. You're over here. I'm glad you spent your money.
Here, look, she's saying too, hey, you know, where she's written, she said it's been crickets. That's why I've been crying.
Wow.
Crickets. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Huh, so I kind of sound like a bitch stoner getting put in the block list, huh?
And then she's like, well, all I can say is if you haven't tried that, then call your credit card and let them know. Oh, so you're saying it's a fraud problem there, but hey, just stick up for them too. You're like, fuck it. No, you know what you do is you blast it as loud as you can to other people, because all these other fucking people are going over here and thinking that this is a safe thing to participate in. And again, we're not talking about one person or 3 people. We're talking about a lot of people that have complained. I mean, the way the Afghan lady, that really stuck with me. This lady goes in, makes something, because, that this stuff, these people never can appreciate that. When somebody makes it, that's one of the things I appreciate, like with these Vipers that were made, when I'm showing them off here, or people have sent things that are crocheted and stuff, because that's not just a product that someone picked up. That's time. It's their life. That is the ultimate currency. And this person made something, and what happened with that? They just treated them like trash there, It's just it just kills me. Yeah, it just kills me. But yeah, you're talking about that $4.99. That was nuts. I've had people, again, in the past, I had a person give $300. They thought it was $3. I had that, and I walked them through on how to get it, how to resolve it and get it done. And I told them, I'm not going to note how we got it done, but there's a specific way that you can get it done. And, I told them about it and made sure that they got their stuff fixed, because if somebody wants to send you $300, awesome. But I don't want to take from people. That the one person, people talk about, we're talking about reputation and stuff. The one person that you should really worry about that beyond is yourself, though. Like, I have to live with my actions, and I wouldn't feel comfortable robbing people and taking from them, but these people seem very comfortable with that.
Dee, didn't we just have something like that happen on Thursday?
Yeah, we did. And guess what? She got it resolved.
Good deal. Yeah, that stuff happens, it's that way. Look, I'm sorry, but if you have a problem with another channel, look, they're talking shit about, what's funny is they sit around here in the chat and they talk shit about Hales. You see them the whole time talking shit about Hales, and that's okay. That's another channel, right? That they have a problem with. But if they talk about ThATuMBRELLA, we don't talk about other channels in our chat, really? Oh, that's kind of interesting, because that's the whole thing, Here she is. I can't wrap my head around any of this anymore. Why? Money? No empathy. People dehumanized.
Oh.
Whoo.
Yeah. And Marla's like, it's not true of Lee's channel. That's not true. Yeah, you saw their answer too. Their answer was like, you were fine with stuff until you flipped, Lori. You flipped. This is flipping, by the way, because she went into a friendly chat and she's trying to get something. This is what they call flipping.
No empathy and no.
People dehumanize. I wonder. I'd love to see the communication, Miss Lori. I would love to see it. Make sure you save it all, because
save all those emails.
I'm not going to take anything away from Miss Lori's escapade that she's going through, but it goes back to, if they will keep this child out of a home that they took thousands upon thousands of dollars to fix, to build. Okay, Miss Lori's thing is kind of trivial compared to that. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Miss Lori. I understand she's upset. She has every right to be. But you got this little old couple out there with a disabled child that's having to live in a shed. Well, they're living in an RV now, but anyway, that should have showed all of them right from the get-go how dishonest these people are. And like I said, I feel sorry for Miss Lori, but man, this has been going on for 2 years that we know of.
I would like to know, in 2004, about the Florida Hurricane Relief Benefit Incorporated. I'd like to know about that, I'd like to know about the articles again. You know, when it's put together that there is a Lisa Lee Rapuzzi. Is that you, Lisa? Did you? You know, because there were some really interesting cases of alleged fraud. If we go back far enough, are we going to have other people that bring up things again? That's just a question, by the way. I'm just asking. Is that you?
I'll tell you, when it comes to, I live here. Yeah, I've been through these hurricanes and I've seen the devastation. And for people to scam elderly out of money that just went through a disaster like that, that is hardcore piece of shit.
What I've learned about Florida is they don't give a fuck about the elderly. They don't. They don't protect them. I mean, they talk a big game, baby. But when it comes down to it, you want one of these police agencies to do something. These people are contacting them, and they're like, "I ain't gonna do shit about that. Fuck you." You know, you go and sue. Yeah. So they're telling these people to spend more money than the thing is worth. You got scammed. So you assume they have agencies and stuff where you assume that they're going to deal with these problems. And maybe they will if you bring it up a specific way, but they won't. They don't even want to investigate shit. There is something majorly either corrupt in these specific policing areas, or it is a systemic problem, or both. You know, but it's bad.
It is. They can't even protect their own residents. They can't even protect people from outside of the state of Florida that get scammed. So
they don't talk shit about other channels, right? Shut your mouth about them. But here's the ED warrior, ED sorcerer. You know, he's a wizard. He makes it rise, baby. Back from the dead. You're like, great. But it's like, I haven't been on Stacy's channel much. While her and I still talk, I don't like going on her channel while the haters / flippers, and I refuse to pretend to be nice to hateful people. And I told Stacy that. Oh, well, that's cool, Ed. You know, you got they said over there. I said, and they say some of the nastiest bullshit ever. And they want to pretend like they're good guys. I'm not saying I owe any of them nicety. I don't owe ED sorcerer here. I don't owe him any fucking nicety at all. Am I nice to him? No fucking way am I nice to them. I don't owe them anything. They don't owe me anything either. But to pretend that they've been somehow above the fray, oh, come on. Give me a break. Yeah. It's so funny. But they're like, I won't support your channel unless you do it just like I want. I want a little safe space where, you know what, at the biggest, at its biggest, you know what 2L gave Stacy? She gave her 32 people watching. 32. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, Nanjins and them that would constantly, you know, kiss her ass and all that. What did they get? 15 people watching.
Wow.
Yeah. No shout outs for their channels. No nothing. You know why? Because people might actually start supporting them and actually giving some of those dollar dues away. That's why they don't, in my opinion, why they don't want Michelle Preston running her mouth. Because they might find some stuff out and she'd give the money away. Here's Miss, oh, look. Check this out. Oh, hey, Marla. I was 100% supporter. Was. And Marla's like, but you're listening to the flippers.
Flippers.
Now you're one of them again. This day spirals out to she gets accused of listening to the flippers to being a flipper. Like, you see what it takes. And again, all of them, aside from, like, Marla's been treated like absolute shit. It's funny. Marla has no backbone or pride. The way Michelle Preston talked to her like a dog publicly, and she just lap it up. Yes, I'm sorry, Michelle. I've been like, fuck you, lady. You know, you ain't talking to me that way. You're a flipper. Yeah, it's why I don't go to those channels. You're listening to the flippers, Lori. Listening to the flippers, you know?
Flippers. They all flippers.
Here's 9 Chins. Got to come in and, you know, and here's, look, Marla's all over. Why is there so much hate in here from people that don't know shit? Miss Lori, You asked to send your box when filled. It weighs 19 to 20 pounds. She emailed you about it. Yeah, she emailed you with a demand for more money. So look, oh man, all these people, you don't know shit about shit. You know, you keep your fucking mouth shut about Gabe. That's what they're telling people. Shut your fucking mouth about Gabe. You don't know shit about shit.
I know he's in jail.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what?
I know he's still there.
Well, also, you know, just lap it up, old boy. You know, again, you hate Jeremy Hale's fine, but you motherfuckers, you get over there and you bring in felons. You bring in some of the most disgusting, reprehensible people, and you tell people in order to hate him, you have to embrace these people. That doesn't make you good people. You know? You know, and Lori's like, 9 chins, duh. I've emailed Lisa many times. And here's a 20 pound. Here's a, you know, the erectile dysfunctional sorcerer. And like, yeah, he knows about 20 pounds, you know. He's like, lifting any kind of weight. it's gonna be expensive to ship. So they're starting to. And look, she's being told, "Oh, not here. Don't talk about it here." Well, she can't talk about it in 2L's chat. She'll get banned
if she hasn't already.
No, indeed.
Oh, she's banned. I guarantee it.
Well, you know what, Miss Lori? Again, I have empathy for people that go through this, but at the same time, ma'am, you have watched other people be treated this way. Did you not think it would happen to you?
No, see, that's the whole thing. They put trust in this, whatever it is, that they won't get scammed. But yet, hindsight's 2020. They see all the money that was raised for the elderly couple and the child, but yet nothing ever got done. But yet they just keep putting trust into this person. And now look, you got Miss Lori's upset. Now, I have not seen one thing you have read tonight that she has written that has been mean-spirited at all. I haven't seen her cussing or yelling or screaming. It's just been straight and to the point. She's not calling names. That's wild.
She has questions.
Oh, she's going to get put in her place here. Look at this. So she's like, exactly, Ed. I paid shipping and then some. Still nothing. So she's talking and she's told, Ray is a supporter of 2Lees. And you use his chat to bitch about them? Why? Oh, so you can't talk about them. Shut the fuck up. You can't talk about them there. Because this, you either 100% support. And you know what support is? Support is putting your money where your mouth is. And this lady did it. And she's treated like shit.
Well, I'll tell you now, if she's lives in Canada like everybody keeps saying she does, and she's got a box full of rocks. Whoo, I've shipped stuff to Canada, a lot of stuff that don't weigh as much as a box full of rocks. Right. And that gets it costly. That gets real costly. Holy cow. I could just imagine what, 140 and 95 more.
Well, look, she paid shipping and she's told you got to pay more shipping now.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, she's not saying I bought more stuff. She's saying that in December, I was told it was like 90 whatever dollars. Now I'm getting written. That's August. I mean, look how much time has passed. You don't have a mailing. And she's told shipping is now $140.
Wow.
And she's told to shut the fuck up.
I sent a mouse pad.
Yeah, Canada. There it is right there. So she said Canada. That's right.
I sent a mouse pad and a keychain to Canada. Cost me $16.
Yeah.
Just for a mouse pad.
Yeah, it's expensive there. You know, here's the thing, though. If you tell somebody that you're going to ship something and you say, hey, like that mouse pad, if you told them I'm going to ship it to you for $10 and it comes back at $16, for me, I made a deal with them. Yep. I eat it. That's the way it is. And, you know, it's not their fault, especially if I wait 9 months to ship it.
Yep.
You know, well, that's even worse. So, they're like, oh, well, can anyone else find out? Is there anyone here who talks to Lisa that can find out? Oh, yeah. Well, you would think, yeah. You know what she's told? Oh, yeah. 9 Chins just explained it to her. Yeah. Now I should have just told her, fuck you. You got emailed before. Shut up. Yeah. This is what they do, man. Here she's like, oh, recently there was a change in Canadian shipping. The erectile dysfunctional sorcerer can fill them in on that. and speaking of that, little Ed, maybe I just call him Floppy Ed, maybe.
Now, wasn't he a warrior at one time?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Well, it's a magic because, it's been cured somehow. Maybe you kissed enough ass for the fleas and maybe it cured it. It was like sorcery. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe he started talking to Gabe. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's the better you kiss ass, the more up the ranks you go. So now he went from warrior to sorcerer.
It's the vanilla tonic.
Oh, wow.
He started drinking it.
Wow.
It fixed it. But they're like, oh, well, the change in that, if you've been sitting on my package 8 months, that's not my bad. That's your bad. Refund my money then. That's what Miss Lori, what they need to do is they need to refund your money. Because even after all of this is done, there is no fix to any of it.
Just keep the shit. Give me my money back.
Yeah.
And I just have, something to say about that. Good luck with getting that money back.
Well, she's a cast out now, so I just say, give me my money back and I'll just go on my separate way. That's what I do.
Make sure she sends it USPS because UPS refused to send my package from Robbie. Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with that. I'm sure you'll receive your package, Miss Lori. Yeah, you've only waited 9 months. Shit. Well, wait another. Oh, I'm sorry. You waited almost 2 years. My bad. Because we're talking about another December. My bad. But yeah, you were told shipping a Christmas ago. Then they start talking about how this is how you should get things mailed. It's just so weird, My God, Miss Lori, this is between you and her. We can't help you. We have no control over that. My God, shut the fuck up. That's what that says. Yeah. These are supposed. This is what your friends look like. So that's and thank you, Allison, for catching all of that because that is what that wonderful stuff looks like. Between that and again, there's going to be another. We're just going to have damage control after damage control stream after damage control stream, and that's what's going to keep happening. Meanwhile, we have again. Oh. We've talked about these, but I want to hammer these every time I get a chance because I want to hear them tell us that these are not a problem. When Michelle Preston, again, this is right after she had talked to yours truly.
Goody.
I
like this letter.
Oh, I love them both. Yeah, these are my favorites, to be honest. She's like, good morning. I've heard something about Lisa and her husband that kind of goes with what they did to me by keeping donations and saying it's because we don't have a permit, which is a lie. That's supposed to be a lie. When we met her in September, she started taking donations. And at Christmas time, donations came in like crazy for the barn dominium, our house and our permit. We begged her, please get your framer out. You keep saying you're going to frame our house. Frame it. Then we gave her our plans to one man she sent. He brought them back and said he wasn't going to do it again. He wasn't going to do it again. What is the again, by the way?
Maybe he did it once. Maybe.
I'm curious about that. I don't know. I'm curious. So we waited and waited and waited. I spoke to Levy County. She said she spoke to Levy County. She lied. She never did. All of this is evidence. Yes. See, Lynette, if you let her into this as a creditor, you're not only lying about the money, but you're saying that she gave you money. You're an idiot for doing this. I think they set you up all along. This is my belief on it. They found a way where they could use you in your name and they could bilk a lot of money. Then they were like, you know what? go into bankruptcy. If you go into bankruptcy, they knew you might lose everything, in fact, and they all fucked you over there. And they knew if you went into it and you attached them thinking that they're on your side, with lawyers, by the way, they paid for. I mean, do they represent you? I don't know. That's a question for you and yours. But you should ask your lawyer about that money and what exactly happens to it. See, what you need to do is you started contacting the authorities. You need to contact the feds. You need to tell them that these people stole $50,000 that was meant for you. You need to contact the media. That's a salacious story. You need to tell them that potentially $100,000 or more were taken. And what did you get? A ratty ass fence. You lose everything. That was your present. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's what they need to go with, It's funny. You know what they're doing? They're trying to push away everything that has been going on. And look, they've been lying about Gabe. They're lying about you. Watch. Well, what they're going to do, I bet you, they'll have another damage control stream about Gabe, about business. They'll talk about how it's all lies and defamation, even though people are talking. Again, we just read stuff that was happening public. We read his record. We read his contract fraud shit. We read his problems, but it's all lies and it's defamation. And I'm sure there's going to be some torturous interference talk. It's going to be a lot of damage control. But she said, all of it's proof. All of it's proof. Supposedly her husband, Gabe, is on parole. For doing the same thing to many people during hurricanes. His name is Gabriel Weeks. I have a document that's been sent to me. And I'll forward it to you. Again, isn't that beautiful, guys? She sat on that stream and I don't know why they brought up Gabe. I don't know why they brought up his past. I don't know why they sent me documents, really, because like behind the scenes, while she's saying that, she was sending them to law enforcement. Isn't that fun? I love it. And if law enforcement, if they get their finger out of their backside, they might actually do something about it. Imagine law enforcement that actually protect the community. Wouldn't that be weird? But I have to dig it up quick. But it sounds to me like they've done this to many people, but in different forms. And I would like you to let your deputy that's helping us. Isn't that interesting, by the way? Your deputy that's helping us.
I wonder which
Mac
one
and
that
liar.
is. Exactly.
Mac and liar.
There were actually two. There were two detectives that she noted as well. She noted them by name. It was a man and a woman that she said were working with her at that time too.
Oh,
she brought them up specifically. So. Yeah, it wasn't just that. It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, that was Sumter County. Never mind. I was thinking female. Didn't somebody just get fired? Well, that's Sumter County. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, it does though. Actually, those problems in these different jurisdictions, they do bring up interesting questions about what's been going on in these places, don't they?
Yeah.
I think they do. I think it's pretty interesting stuff. But anyway, that's been helping us. Now, know that I'll have that statement ready within the next couple of days. I didn't know exactly what she wanted, but now I do, and I'm writing it out. See, I didn't know exactly what she wanted. I didn't know exactly what Lisa was doing there. But now I do, and I'm writing it out. She's accusing her straight up of fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when she's saying that everybody's interfering, like I said, bitch, take me to freaking court. Take me. I want it. I feel it. Let's do it, baby. Say that all these donors, tell me they're all liars. Tell me the lady that was the supposed recipient that went to the police that came to me that has posted. It's still posted up there. She says you're a liar. You tell me. And remember, I'm going to call Michelle Preston. I'm going to call her as a witness. You think she ain't going to fucking spill the beans on you?
Oh, she will throw her under the bus in a heartbeat. Just look what she does to her paramour.
Exactly.
Yeah. That'll be amazing, wouldn't it? Oh, the audacity of these folks. Yes, they're running in circles, and they're telling you they're going to, again, look at what they've done to try to defame people when they talk about it. It's deflection. It's from, doxing to encouraging doxing to encouraging worse than that. I mean, when you bring in people that are severely mentally ill, for example, and they start placating them and they start, telling them they're important, people that they seem to have some real problems if you listen to their own words, and they start telling you that someone over there is the devil. I don't know about you, but that sounds like something that can end very, very badly.
Yes. It does.
It does. I think so. Now, there was the other one too. I liked this other piece because we find out, number one, that the police in Levy County have been meeting with her, and talking about all of this. So it wasn't just her making allegations. She made them directly to the police about this. Here's part of that other, Brad. She went from talking about John, she went to talking about John and her, and saying that Lisa Lee, we want to go after it. This is why John and I would like to sit down with you. And I also want to talk about Lisa Lee because Lisa's lying. Huh. That's weird. So John's going to serve you up too, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Your pen pal, your buddy, Oh, the one that loves you more than life. That it's amazing. She thinks that I think that John Cook and her, they have worked as a team for a long time, and they've played a lot of mofos. And I get the feeling sometimes that they're working to play old fatty too.
Maybe.
I wonder about, because I get the fact that they probably hate each other, but what's in their interest? Either that, or here's something I've been rolling around in my head. As far as the property goes, right? If they can get it where John was never listed on the property, then they can get that outright. But even with John, I'm sure that they cannot afford that property to continue it if Michelle Preston's off of it. So they may be trying to get away from it in an entire block, get rid of everything. So John can get him some dollary dues out of that, that. Again, I'm not saying that's the way it would happen, but John may think he's got a payday at the end of this. So he may be willing to bust Lynette Preston and to do anything just to get some money so he can scramble away from her ass, because she's called him a predator and everything else. No, it's interesting.
Could be. It's hard to tell. It could go either way on that.
Look at Daddy Tug's numbers there, though. See that 56K? That's mine. Yeah. So when she's saying, I never talked to that umbrella guy, I don't know why they said anything. Oh, well, look at that. 56K. That's funny. But she's lied to you. She's lied to everyone. She stole upwards of $56,000 that was given, and donated. I think it's supposed to be given and donated. All of us, she embezzled it. And her husband, they have, it looks like, a history of doing this to elderly people by taking their money, never fulfilling jobs. That's exactly what it says in that stuff, That they say that they're going to do for them. Lisa was supposed to frame our house and do it before March 20th. She couldn't fulfill that time limit. Our permit expires. Wow. That is a direct allegation of fraud.
Mm-hmm.
But again, tell me how we're out here interfering with her business and lying.
I haven't called or written anybody.
Nope.
Well,
I haven't struck nobody's channel.
She's also out there like, oh, you know, Gabe, they're lying about Gabe. And it's like, you're telling us, first of all, you're telling people that he doesn't have a record, that all of this is a civil issue, again, which makes no sense. If anybody did like fired a couple of brain cells together, that would cause that. But when you also look at the record itself, I mean, the record itself speaks volumes. Like this speaks volumes. Grand theft. Let's see. Contract fraud. Fraud. More grand theft. This is thieving from mofos. And and not just that, but they keep talking about their money. Again, we had all this money that just poofs away. And when you look, they start fundraising, and then suddenly the amounts that they owe, they start getting paid off. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, it is.
I thought that was that vehicle fund, you know, that just went bye-bye, or all that money to go after Megalodonus. That money, this is going to be a fucker of a law. I tell you, like I said, Lisa Lee wants to tangle in court, then it will get really ugly, because not only has I would just straight up come after her with defamation claim. I come after her for grooming allegations. Her voice, her words, she's brought them up over and over again. She did that for the better part of a year and brought it up yet again not too long ago. So sorry about that. That reset your time or talking about it. But she thinks that she can shut down people. And she thinks that with all of this going on, that you have no right to quote her own words, and how she is discussing going after customers, going after donors. You don't have any right to show what she's been saying. Isn't that crazy?
Now, isn't that one of law enforcement's favorite sayings? If you see something, say something.
Yeah.
Well, we seeing a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been saying a lot of shit too, you know.
Yeah.
What's funny is she's been saying that we're all under investigation, right?
For what?
Yeah, we're supposedly being looked into because we're talking about all of this. Remember, they won't investigate us. That's what she said, not us. I'm talking about them. You know, they said they will not investigate us.
Well, you know, I don't like seeing people get hurt by scammers, period. Right? As much as I can't stand Lynette and Crook, they're owed money. They're owed a lot of money.
Yeah.
Am I going to do anything to go out of my way to help them? No, I am not. I showed them what they need to use. You've sent them stuff, but ultimately it's up to them.
I had straight up discussions with them about it. You know, I told them how they have to handle it. And if they don't want to do that, then that's their prerogative. That is.
Well, their main problem is they want to focus on everything right here, right local. They need to go away from the local shit.
Local.
Go,
yes.
you know, go where, go where 2 L's hasn't been. You know, find somebody that doesn't have the stink of them on them. You know,
I like
go ahead.
I like the China thing that popped up recently too. I liked this. I thought this was funny. Yeah. I'm sure they'll tell everybody that somehow there will be an excuse how that's not somehow the thing that they do now. You know?
Oh, that was back in 2020, 2019. I don't do that no more.
That's what they'll say.
I don't do that no more.
Yeah,
you did it back then.
Yeah, back then that was a different business thing or something. You know, it's like, well, again, my income during Beer Bug, my small business gets its products from China. China was shut down during their New Year festival, mid-January. Customs was shut down. No product was able to be shipped or received in the United States. So again, due to the holiday season in the States, we had sold out of product and needed new product to continue. Chinese product, again, that is what we call drop shipping, where you just take something and you resell it. They just essentially, you see that on Amazon, where people take a product and they're just basically reshipping something. And on top, they're not just profiting off of massive markup. And they do that heavily on Amazon. I think it's crazy. I will look up the exact same products on Temu, or AliExpress, and look at the exact same product, and the exact same product will be 60% cheaper or more.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Mama's looked up stuff on there. Well, I told you about Mama's old business, but anyway, yeah, she's looked up every bit of that stuff. They got some cool shit. Turtles, they got crystal turtles. But yeah, the peens are all there. Every one of them. You can get them for next to nothing.
Wow. Well,
I don't know
rocks,
what their prices are, but
those rocks I ended up with. I mean, you've seen the pictures of those rocks I got. That. Hey, you want to know something funny? I've never told anyone. You know who actually paid for those rocks?
What's that? Who?
Only me. He didn't send them. He's not the person who sent them to me, but he bought them for somebody else because they came from these folks. That was back in the day when he supported all these folks. Yeah. Wow. So he was out there buying anybody that wanted anything. He bought. Let me show you these two. Now these items here. Check this out. These are two of the items from these folks. Now you can look at these are about $25 a pop.
Look like somebody been gnawing on that white one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a piece of crappy quartz, that you can buy for a couple of bucks anywhere. I mean, it's small. It's about half my pinky, so it's a little fatter than my pinky, but it's small. And you can imagine this is the size of a marble. So that tells you how small that is. And you're talking about items that put together. I think they sold the two together. I think it was about $40 plus shipping.
Wow.
Yeah. So they were separately. They're like $25 or two for $40 or something crazy like that.
Oh, holy shit! $25 to buy her a year's worth of inventory.
Yeah. So what you get is, again, some crappy marble that when you look at it, I wonder too, when people buy this stuff, what are you doing with it? Like this shit is nothing, like this is when I got that, I got exactly what I expected to get. I got a very disappointing rock and another disappointing marble that was marketed as a stone,
It's crazy.
Yeah, it
now
is.
That blue one would make a good slingshot ammo. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to pay $25 to shoot it. I mean, look at that. That is like low grade, like a just crappy. If it's actually even a legit crystal. Here's the question. I've never had it tested, which I guess I should have it tested for the legitimacy. When I went, I was going to have them tested, and the university down there, the person that would have done that was out. They were out on, I don't remember if they were out for the semester or what. So I'd forgotten about them. And then I found them not too long ago. Let's look up a quartz crystal. Let me see how much that cost on Temu, by the way. I'm curious if I can find the exact same thing on there, just to see how much that would cost. So let's see. Quartz crystal. Yeah, there's some. So I can buy a stack. Holy shit. I can buy a whole stack of these, right? I can buy them for $1.29.
Yeah. Let's see.
A whole stack of them. Let's see. Let me see what a 6-piece costs. Actually, let's see how much 6 of them cost. Let's go. All right. So the 4-piece for large ones is, how much are you? How much? $4. So I can buy them $1 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah. So $25. So there's a $24 markup on this, not to mention shipping. And the crystal that I see on here actually looks much better than that one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? And I mean, all day, every day, I can buy them there. Every rock, if you look up everything that's so like crystal animals, or like a spider, for example, right? You can buy the little rock back spiders, $1.78. I mean, you buy the necklace pendants, they're like quartz gemstone. They look like little pinnacles, basically, for $1.35. People should do their research. And I mean, there are people paying out the butt for this stuff. Sorry, what were you saying?
Absolutely, they need to look at it. I'm quite sure there are some stores or something that sell them. Some of them even have places where you can purchase a geode and you can crack it yourself to see what's inside of it. So yeah.
Oh, look at here. You can get 450 grams for $21.87.
How much are there? How many grams are each crystal?
It's
showing
a lot of stuff in this bowl. I don't even know what grams are. Oh, it's 1 pound of crystals for $21.87.
Let's see. I bet they tell when it lists. So the small ones are about 10 grams.
Wow.
Yeah. So, okay. So, yeah, there's a 2-weight, 10 grams. That's the small ones. Up to, a 20, or let's say we get a 20-gram one. I can get a 20-gram, and I get 60% off the next one I buy, too. So I can get a 20-gram one for, how much is that? $1.24.
Now,
so
you
said
remember
how many grams was that?
23 grams, something like that. Yeah, it's a pound is what it is.
Oh,
you remember the crystal towers that Jeremy had gotten a storage unit here just a little while back?
450 grams.
I guess it said 23 point something grams or a pound, one of the two.
No, I thought grams, like a pound was like 450 something. Right?
I don't know.
453 or some shit. I don't remember.
I don't know. Ask Gabe. He's into that cocaine stuff.
I'm just amazed by, again, people can spend their money on whatever. And they say that this is impacting their business. No, you impact your own business. I'm allowed to. People send me products.
You're right. It's 450 grams is 1 pound. So you're
$21.87. So for $21, yeah. So if we're buying them on tins, man, 10-gram little bitty rock, you're talking about getting 45 of those for 50 cents a pop is essentially what that. Wow. So it's either 50 cents to $1 a pop for crystals, and being able to sell them. I mean, hell, even if you're going with, plus again, the shipping is one of the major things, because what you do is you go find you one of those companies that if you ship a lot of stuff, you can get, 20% off easy, but you can go all the way up to 50% off depending on how much shipping you get.
Yeah. If you look all over here, everything that they sell is on here. I mean, we found it all. Mama Coop was looking for the peens one night. She found them.
I want somebody to explain this to me. If I'm buying magic rocks from people, right? Again, if you believe in that, that's fine. I have a question on this, all right? Wouldn't I want to buy it from somebody whose life is together? Like if these magic rocks are so great, why are these people why is one of them in jail right now? I mean, why didn't the magic rock protect them from their own stupid?
That's what I don't understand. Okay, I'm buying this magic rock because, I'm dying over here. I buy it on Tuesday, expect to have it on Friday. 6 months from now, when I'm in the grave, it shows up. What the hell? I mean, this is crazy. Oh, here we go. We got 10 eggs here for $4.30.
I'm telling you can buy all kinds of stuff from these people.
And these are pretty. These are all different colors. Crystal eggs.
I guess Michelle's not going to be on their channel today. Huh.
I don't know.
That's a disappointment. I thought they were going to have Michelle Preston to come in and talk about things. They were going to send her a link. They promised Michelle Preston today. I wonder what happened. I wonder what we could have found out this week that could have caused a problem between them.
No bait switch.
Well, we found out quite a bit this week.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been vindicated.
Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all of that stuff together. And plus, again, on the intro, I just thought it would be funny where she said that, she's never wanted to talk to me or anything. But again, you heard in the intro here, I'll play the very beginning of it.
Tina, is there any way you can get in touch with Tug? And if
Tina, is there any way you can get in touch with Tug, huh? That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That, by the way, is a Facebook message. She doesn't do, she doesn't spit. You can tell anytime she does something, she's always doing the speech to text. So she leaves messages, voice messages all the time. And that is one of them. She was like, oh, yeah, basically get a hold of Tug and get him to pay for our lawyer for Ohio. I was like, nope, I'm not helping with that. You want me to help you, put away Lisa? I'm still game for it, baby. Again, though, I would have never even brought it up, but that piece of shit lies all the time.
Oh, hey, your little round rock you just showed me a minute ago?
Yeah, marble.
I found it. You can get 10 of them in assorted colors for $2.96.
But it's not magic, man. It's not magic,
Well, ask Edie Warrior. Maybe he's rubbed something on it or something.
Oh, God, I don't want to know where he's. Maybe he replaced something, maybe. He's like, I'm a warrior now. All I had to do was change out my testes for these 2 magic eggs. What? What's going on?
Here, I'll send
all you got to do
you.
is a magic sign up on your magic fence.
I wonder if those signs are still up there if they took them down.
I'm hoping that the homeless man that lives behind the fence's sign's still up. That one was cool.
Yeah,
I can't
that
remember
one
what
I just don't understand why.
There
That
you
was
go,
A
Tug.
bunch of lunacy, man.
That was epic. That sign was epic.
Let's see, $2.96 divided by 10. Let's see, what is that? It's pennies. It's pennies on the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna.
Where did that go? Where'd my calculator go? There it is.
I think I'm gonna go and hit super chats. You guys sticking or you bouncing?
Sure, I'll stick around.
All right. I'm gonna not go as long today. My God, just it's been an interesting one. I'm gonna go over all those Lynette Preston video stuff for tomorrow. That is my Sunday. I'll have plenty of time, and I'm gonna run through all of them because there's so much in those. She put out an hour of her content, but when you go through, I've gone over about 15 minutes so far of it. But when you go through it, you find she says so much in there that it's not true. You're like, I've got a receipt for that. Oh shit, I've got a receipt for that too. After a while, it's like, oh God, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna debunk the shit out of all of it. And it's not arguing with Michelle Preston or arguing with 2 others. People are never going to come clean. What you're doing is you're showing all these people that have given them money and more. Hey, this is what you're supporting. And it's all a bunch of shit. So
now, what'd you say that little rock cost you a while ago, or cost whoever bought it?
So the two, I think they got 2 for $40.
2 for $40. Well, that one little pebble that you got, the little blue one, that's 30 cents.
Okay, so
30 cents.
And the crystal is at highest. It looks like it's we'll just call it $2 to get crazy, right? So together there, let's call it $3 just to be really crazy, right? $3.
Craziness.
But really, I mean, the reality is more like $1.30 is what they probably cost.
Ooh, I like these. These are pretty.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You got me on Temu now.
Yeah, I know. That place is I find cool over there. You know what sucks is they have something I want to buy, but my God, I'm afraid. Like, have you ever dealt with Temu's version of Legos?
No.
Oh my God, trying to put those things together is a nightmare. It is.
Oh, I do have a warning for Temu, and I don't know if you guys know about this. If you leave something in your cart over a certain amount of time goes by, they automatically bill you and send it to you. So if you have $1,000 in your cart and you forgot about it and you quit shopping, 30 days goes by, they bill you and they ship it to you.
Oh, wow.
Whether you got the money in the bank or not. Mama got hit with that here a couple of months ago.
That's
wow.
I've never had
she
an
was
issue with
hot.
that. I've never had that happen. So that's crazy.
Now,
I would be pissed too. I would, I'd be reporting my fraud there for sure.
Right.
I don't know if she ever got it fixed or not, but she was hot.
I'll imagine.
I don't buy anything over there. So
it was funny. Well, I bought, I can't remember, like $20 in something. And they gave me, they gave me like a promotional credit, and then my stuff didn't arrive. It was delayed for like an extra month, and they refunded it. And after a while, then when they refunded it, they gave me double credit on accident. So I spent $20 and I ended up with $60 in credit somehow. I was like, all right, not one of their crazy, stupid credit things, but like an actual credit. But they have over there, Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
They have a Lego set of the Brain Bug and 3 warriors all together. And I thought, man, that would be cool to have. But the reviews are like, oh my God, this is the worst set ever. I'm like, no, it's do I listen to the real person or the fake reviews? I'm like, I want it to work. I really want it to. I want it to be that one person got a defective one, but it's going to be shit. Hey, can you guys hold this for 1 second?
Yeah, sure. Now, as far as Temu's thing goes, I could be mistaken about that. Mama buys so much stuff on there. She might have hit just buy it and not known how much she had in her cart, and then got upset about it. But she has gotten so many refunds from them, because if you have a problem with something that you buy, 9 times out of 10, they just tell you to keep it and they refund you your money.
Okay.
It's not worth having it sent all the way back over there. She bought some shirts here, I don't know, 6 months ago, and they came in, and see, the Chinese sizes are different from American sizes. Like if it says small, woman's small, for China, it's like a large in men,
Oh, wow.
Okay, let me rephrase that. If you get a small in the Chinese size thing, it's like really, really small. You know what I mean? But if you get American small, it's like fits an American person small. It's weird how it is. Anyway, she bought some shirts that were, like kid sizes. And she told them, hey, look, these don't fit. They just refunded her money and didn't tell her to send it back or nothing.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But man, I love these rocks over here, D. I'm going to send you a picture. That
no, now we've gone from talking about their Temu stuff to you being like, I got to buy me some Temu.
Yeah, I got to buy these. I think I can upsell these. I could probably at least get $60 a piece out of them. I bet.
The only thing that you have to lay at the doorstep for people is your conscience. And some people don't suffer from that,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd probably keep these for myself.
Yeah, for real. The reality is, you're like, oh, that'd be cool, and then you end up with a thing full of crap,
Wow.
All right, let's. Yeah. So, Polymopicus, thanks for the 5 there. To state in a PG manner, the fecal matter has most definitely impacted the rotary oscillator as the walrus remains in pursuit of the untamed otherboard. That's funny. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to translate that. See what it says. I am going to ask it, be like, hey, ChatGPT, what does this actually say? I'm going to see what it says. It'll be really funny. I'll do it in a minute. Judy, by the way, thank you for the gold coin. I'm making a screenshot of it so I don't have to type all that in. I'm just going to give it to it. I'm going to be like, translate this, ChatGPT. Let's see what it says. And make it funny, of course. Translate. Make it funny. There we go. It's trying to translate it with a picture. Oh, no. That might even be worse.
Oh, no.
No. Judy, thank you for the gold coin. B Hatch, thank you for the 200 gems and the sunshine. Sunshine, baby. Heck yeah. Alan, thank you for the thumbs up. Linda, thank you for the silver star. Tilly, thank you for the gold coin. Max Lab, thank you for the super chat there. Don, appreciate you, my friend. Tamara, thank you for the flower there. Thank you. Mar also sent chili. Thank you there. Shell, thank you for the happy poop. I'm afraid you'll like end up with with a whole golf cart for that if you're oh my god, it translated it into pictures.
Oh no.
It said, to put it in a PG way, the fecal matter has most definitely shaken up the rotary oscillator. Look, oh my God. Look at this. This is funny. I'll show you the picture it made. It's so ridiculous. Look, here's this picture.
Oh no.
Worth every penny of the poop science.
That's awesome.
That is funny, actually.
Now, you didn't tell it to put it in a picture, though, did you?
No, but I use so many pictures with stuff that it automatically defers to making pictures most of the time. Yeah, those rocks look cool, man. They're probably like made out of plastic or something fake. You know, it probably after 60 years, you know, you drop one on the lawn and it kills everything around it. You're like, what happened? you create mini Chernobyl over there from all of that.
I might turn into the next 2 L's. Yeah.
Oh no. No.
Go into Peen Rocks. Peen Rocks.
Oh, well, that's interesting. They, you have, well, I watch So You Don't Have To is put up some stuff about how that those people, they deny Temu, and yet when you look at some of the stuff that they put up, well, that's interesting. People are finding a lot more of their, holy crap, all of the channels that they've tried out. Wow. Go look at you should go look at I Watch So You Don't Have To's last post. Check that out real quick. Laura, thank you for the silver star. Jackmar, thank you for the 440 jewels. And the Uncle Art, baby. That's right. Thank you. Jane, thank you for the 200 jewels. And the Jammin. Appreciate that. Thank you. Wheat Toast West Coast. What's up, Wheat Toast, by the way? Hope you're doing great. Thank you for the 1,000 jewels and the loot box. Got a loot box, baby. Heck yeah. Lisa Lee, I smell like pee. Thanks for the 2. Did you know that Robbie is runt?
No.
Is runt? What's up with that?
Don't know.
I have no idea.
Oh, like a fat kid hiding Twinkies.
I heard I heard them talking about how that other lady that exposed them all was see you next Tuesday. You know, they were screaming that over and over again. That was amazing. When God, did you hear all of the stuff that Robbie was yelling about that? Did either one of you see the transcripts on that?
I still have, brother. So much stuff come in last week. That's one thing I haven't got to yet.
Dude, he was yelling about her. They talked about, first of all, ruining her business, going after her channel and stuff. But then Robbie, he starts screaming. First, he calls her an idiot, and then he's like, "Bring it, step, B, step. You feel froggy, jump." And then the co-host was like, "Yeah, come on back down to Florida anytime, Kimmy." He's like, They're talking about like that is a direct threat. Like, you come down here. Wow. That's amazing.
Now, this is the gal they literally bought tires for not too long ago, isn't it?
I don't know which one she is. She was one of their, she was one of their folks. And then
it was around the time, I think, that Bone Sucker's wife was in the hospital there close to the end. I think it was right around that time that they were needing tires for one of their people in the chat, and they got her some new tires and filled her up with gas or something like that. I can't remember exactly who it was.
I can't wait for the spin on how on all of that wonderful stuff, from Lynette Preston. I can't wait to hear. We'll probably hear nothing on it, but the people that are watching over there, they definitely see it. Lisa,
oh yeah,
thank you for the hiding there, and thank you anybody who has the same name as these people for taking the names back. I appreciate that too. Actually, Bill, thank you for the silver star. Lisa Lee, might smell like pee. Thanks for the 5. FTC and Florida rules are pretty clear. You have 30 days to ship or offer immediate refund. You cannot change the price after the fact. That's right. That is right. They are very clear on it. But unfortunately, getting them to enforce their shit is ridiculous. Any of these places, again, the people who are being scammed and defrauded, they need to just step up and do something about it. Even if, here's the thing, even if they fix this problem with Miss Lori says she communicated with them many times. If you've got to raise hell publicly, what does that really say about things? And how many other people have been forced into silence? Again, these people just step on them like they don't matter. They do it all the time. Like the chats and stuff, they are nasty when it comes to claims. We're not talking about, again, some rando that popped up in their chat either. We're talking about somebody who's been there for a long time, and they get treated like garbage for it. So I guess not my problem though, right? It's weird that it's just like only me or anything else. The people that end up talking about it are not the people that are supposedly your friends. It's the people like us that you're told to hate, by the way. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
It's discombobulated. Always love that name. Thank you for the gold coin. What a time to be me. Thank you for the floating heart. I like that name too. Rest in B face. There's so many names I enjoy in here. Thank you for the. Oh, there were double happy poos. Look at that. Man, must be a really fibrous day. Lisa Lee might smell like pee. Thanks for the vibe. The law is very clear. The price of shipping is at the time of purchase. I worked in e-commerce logistics for a few years. Yeah, the law is very clear on that. I mean, them going in and trying to change the rules after the fact, well, that is fraudulent as shit. But again, they're going to pretend like nothing's a problem. They also, what's interesting is if they've told the truth at all about Sumter County actually checking our live streams and stuff, then Sumter County has actually seen proof of some fraudulent, despicable actions, and they've done nothing about it either. It's weird, right? Jack's mom, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, Jack's mom. Appreciate you, by the way. Thank you. Rest in B-face. Thank you for the happy poo. Thank you there. Appreciate that. Oh, you grad. Thank you for the 2 there. Storage fees. That's right. That's what it sounds like. 95 to 140. It does sound like the old storage fees thing. That's exactly what it sounds like with that. Give me a second here.
Crazy.
Yep. Let me check something. Ask something. Let me look at something. Hang on.
Allison to the rescue. Get her, girl. Get her. Get her. She's on fire. Did you go over D and read I Watch So You Don't Have To's thing?
Did I? No.
It was funny. It was funny.
I was supposed to have went to an estate sale today, but I didn't. I stayed home and packed, so I missed an estate sale today. But if things look good, I might break away tomorrow and go to the estate sale.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We haven't been one of those in a long time.
I haven't been to a estate sale in a long time. So if they're fun though, sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially if you get one that's, you know, the people were around. They were adults when we were kids. They have treasure troves of stuff.
Absolutely.
Let me check something there. 2-Bit, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, and thank you for what you sent to 2-Bit. I appreciate that quite a bit. Thank you. Rogue Pirate, thanks for the 2. I would think YouTube is culpable. Would you think, rather, YouTube is culpable in this? 1 for yes, 2 for no. That's a very good question. You know, are they indeed? Are they culpable? Hey, 1 second. I've got a call coming in. I'm going to grab that. I got to see what this is.
Yeah.
Make sure it's.
Now, the reason I ask you about I Watch So You Don't Have To is her opening line. Okay, you hurry. Okay, you all know Felicia denies using Temu, right? Like a fat kid hiding Twinkies. That's where that came from a while ago. And it's just the top line. So that right there, I don't even have to read the rest of it, and I'm cracking up.
All right, no problem there. I was just making sure. Let's see. Yeah, I would think there would be some culpability in there for sure. 2012, thanks for the 2. It's like finding out you're in a cult. Indeed, isn't it? It's like finding out that all the people that were supposedly your friends, they ain't your friends. They ain't your friends at all. You know?
I thought we were the one that had cultists.
Yeah, right? It's very strange, isn't it? That that all of a sudden, you know, all of a sudden, all of this stuff, it's like, let's see. Meemaw, thank you for the gold coin there. Thank you. Deb, thank you for the silver star. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. 2012, thanks for the 2 there. Chat is not slow. It's just tug speed. That's right. Indeed. 2012 also, thanks for the 2. She's still under oath, Doug. That's right. That is right, indeed. 2012 also, thank you for the clutch. Appreciate you both. I have questions. Thank you for the floating heart. Thank you. Deb, thank you for the 200 jewels. Jammin', thank you for that. Appreciate it. Lisa Lee, might smell like pee. Thanks for the 5. If I was betting, Lisa's doing a Ponzi and it's gotten way behind feeding the habit. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder, right? 2012. Thanks for the 2. Tug wants a peen in a box. I hope not. I hope not to have that.
I'm coming, Temu. I can make that happen.
Fun. Thank you for the happy poop. Thank you there. Appreciate that. Adair. Thank you for the 600 jewels and the mic drop, baby. Thank you. Appreciate that. Joan. Thank you for the treat. Appreciate you. 2012, thanks for the 2. Coop has not been in college recently. Coop has not been in college recently, no. Well,
nope. It's been years.
Yeah, that's expensive hell.
No.
Laura, thank you for the chili. Thank you there. Appreciate that. 2012, thanks for the 2. Tug, can I buy the felon collector cards? Jack's Bob, thanks for the 5. In any jurisdiction, if you're on paper, interaction or association with felons, it's a proven violation. Yes, and yet, right? And yet, indeed. Rob, thanks for the 5. The respect is why I contribute to most Travis projects. Fence up, yeah, receipts. 2 weeks later, new electric bike, receipt. 1 week after, a gold medal. Indeed. That is very true. You know, I mean, that's the kicker there. Hey, happy birthday, Santa Olson. That's awesome, turning 68. And yeah, for sure. The bank needs strawberry ice cream to celebrate. Yeah, Bug does, doesn't she? But I need one thing for sure.
Strawberry ice cream fund.
And we need this too.
Happy birthday.
We need some happy. That's right.
From both of us to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy birthday. Here's to another year.
Oh, by the way, I got to ask if there were some extra streams missing. No. See, they took out a stream. So on the 9th, that would be a Sunday. 10th is a Monday, which is a Megan Day. The 11th, I believe, is the stream that they hit. And then the 12th was a Megan Day. And then there's the 13th. So it looks like there's this giant gap, because it goes from the 9th to the 13th. So
now they hit you on a Thursday, didn't they?
They sent me on Tuesday, I believe.
Oh, was it on a Tuesday?
Yeah. I believe it was Tuesday. I believe it was the 11th stream because it came in on the 12th, and
Okay.
yeah, but it does look strange because with those 2 days, with missing, it looks like there's this giant clump of videos there. But
Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Shizzy run? He got hit that
same day.
his video he did that morning, and then your video you did that
Oh.
evening, and y'all got hit.
Yeah,
in
same
the
day.
morning
We both
time.
got hit on the same day. And I woke up to find out Shizzy noticed it first.
Wow.
He messaged me and he said, they took down your video. And I ain't even been there. And I was like, son of a, they're really going to privacy flag shit. Okay. Like I said, I have to fight my my nature of a hardcore retaliation over it. Because again, if there was a hardcore retaliation, they wouldn't have a channel. I can guarantee you that. Because I wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm gonna flag or tell people. No, I go to everybody I know and make such a fucking stink about it that there would not be anything left. They think, like you said, it's amazing the ego on these pieces of shit for a channel with that size. Again, there's nothing wrong with having a channel as you're growing, with 3,000 or 4,000 people or whatever that, but they think that, they have an ego for a 1 million or 2 million sub channel. That's the way they act. It's just fucking unreal. And you watch, this stuff will blow up in their face. They will get shut down from it all. Ian, thanks for the 10. Hey, could you please pass half of this on to the girls? Oh, yeah, for sure. It'll go to all of them. Let's just be real. It's all going to the girls. Everything ends up going to them eventually in some way or another, So but yes, I will take them for ice cream and do other stuff. Next time, I just have to resist the impulse. You know what I really liked about the Cones Creamery up here, too? When I went up there, the guy, he looked at me for a minute and he was like, Tad guy? I was like, excuse me? Because I thought he was like, Tad guy, Facebook. That's you, and pointed to my tattoo on my hand. He was like, that's you, right? Because of the umbrella. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for putting up the positive words, because they're a small business, they're a family that runs it. They've got him that he's in there explaining everything. They've got his wife. They bring their little kid over, and they've got it's a small family business kicking off the ground. And they were so nice about, all of that. And I thought, it's amazing. We can just go in and say, hey, I enjoyed this. And it may actually change somebody's life or business. He may not realize this is crazy, but if you go on Google Maps and you look up, give me a second. Let me see. I can't remember my name on there. I think it's That Umbrella. Oh, it's Another Umbrella. If you look up Another Umbrella, I'm a top 5 food critic.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's because I photoed a few places in Nashville, and like a couple of them got like millions of views on the photos. So it wasn't like I did anything amazing or anything, but those couple of photos blew up. But if you talk about the business, it does help them. And I mean, I don't, like I said, they've been really nice. These people have been very, and in our town, Lord, if you people are ever in the McMinnville area and you can give them love, do, because I want more business here. I like it. I'm getting greedy, because I got a toy store and an ice cream place in 2 years. That's amazing. That's more stuff than that's happened down here in a decade. So
You're hitting a big time, Tug.
I know. What's next? I love that. By the way, that toy store is my favorite place. I'll put this. I love to be there and I hate to be there. I love to be there because it's the greatest place ever, but I hate to be there because I'm always tempted.
No, I understand that.
I want that Terminator you got the other day.
Oh yeah. The big what's funny is that is a that is a DVD holder, is what it is. It's got a DVD holder in the back. Isn't that crazy?
I thought it was awesome. I mean, you told me the lights weren't on it. That was off your TV. It looked just like the lights were on it.
Yeah, it glows. Well, it's all the toy store out there. I share them periodically. But that guy, his sale price, his prices are insanely low compared to like if you go on eBay or something else. He sells stuff to move it. Like, for example, I picked up all that Lost stuff I showed. I had like 5 figures, and there's a Hatch playset. Well, on eBay, that Hatch playset is like $100 and something. Okay, well, that whole set, he was like, I'll give it to you $30, all of it. All the figures. Holy shit! If I went online, that'd be like $300 or $400. But he was like, yeah, but there isn't anybody else wanting to buy Lost shit, So here you go. So yeah, I was thrilled about that. I mean, $30, I can indulge $30,
Right.
300, I know, but it's fun. I take the girls out. My oldest has been watching Walking Dead with me, so she's been on the Walking Dead figure kick. They got all those freaking figures out there, and I traded in some stuff not too long ago, and I got her like a army, like 40 figures almost. So
Oh my gosh.
it's pretty awesome. But hey, what's up, Flipping Adventures? By the way, it's great to see you. Thank you for the gold coin. Appreciate you. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you for the tune. There, that would be Melfron, and that's federal. Yes, more people need to be complaining to the feds about these folks. They're used to being able to talk themselves out of shit. Again, if you complain about it, you put in Gabe's name, his record, you put in his stuff there, and you put in people like Luthman. Again, they're all connected to these folks. When you start doing that, they start paying more attention, Travis, thanks for the vibe. I doubt the PO and then laughed because my PO, that didn't laugh when I did something I wasn't supposed to, but then never did blow on probation. Indeed. Well, it was funny. They had to tell them, though, about so when somebody called in and complained about them defrauding them, they had to tell them because they were laughing about it the next day. And the person themselves, I heard about it. I heard that somebody had did it, and because that was one Michelle Preston, I believe. But I think they were laughing about it after the fact. Yeah, I wonder if they even knew it was Michelle Preston. Miss Patty, thanks for the 200 Jules. Yeah, isn't that funny? And she says, Sunshine, thank you there. Yeah, they could have been laughing like Michelle Preston was undercutting the whole time. Fun stuff. Oh my God.
Poppy seeds.
No, it's a new one. There's a new one. So you know why he failed this time? Guess. Come on, you can guess it. What caused him to test dirty?
Go ahead, tell me.
I want to see if you can get it.
Good,
Get one guess, anything, or you can forfeit. I don't care.
Santa Claus butt.
Timu rocks. I don't know.
Timu rocks. Red Bull.
Oh my god.
Red Bull. Yeah. It doesn't just give you wings.
Apparently not.
Makes you test positive for the coca. Yes, they're stating that energy drinks, and that's why he failed the drug test.
Now, did he admit to it this time like he did the last time?
That's what it says on the.
That he signed. He signed the affidavit.
Yeah.
He signed. Yeah.
Well, it says on there too that he admitted. That's part of the report. So when they're saying that, they are just fucking flagrantly lying to people. Because it says in the here it is. Give me a second. I'll pull this.
You sitting there reading this thing.
I just laughed. I was like, "What?" So here it is. It says, he had he was in possession of, not prescribed to him, to wit, cocaine, as shown analysis of urine obtained on and confirmed by his admission.
Mm-hmm.
But energy drinks, yeah. He just admitted to it. That these people lie like it is, and this little cult of people, they will believe anything.
Oh
it's
my
amazing.
god! I don't think you've seen this one.
Oh,
yes,
no,
ma'am. Some gum, mouthwash, and quite a few other things can test positive for things they can charge you.
Gum,
gum, and mouthwash.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
These people are a joy, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, thank you for the happy.
I might have to go live tomorrow. I'm sorry.
The intelligence is strong over there.
Yeah, I can't wait to go for like 3. That's what I mean, man. Well, you should pop off on your regular time and have fun, Mama Bear. Thanks for this sunshine and the 200 jewels. Thank you there. Jakes, thank you for the 100 jewels and this Sunday. Thank you. Tris, thank you for the 200 jewels and the gems. Thank you. Hey, friend, how are you doing? Thank you for the hiding. What's up? You got another one?
If you eat too many lentils, you will test positive for pot.
Lentils?
What?
Oh my god! I gotta have a transcript for this one. For sure.
No.
This is the chat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Lentils. Max Lab, thanks for the streams, man. I don't, but thank you for asking about that, man. Appreciate that. Tight line. Thanks for my donation for the strawberry fund, but not a comment. Thank you. Appreciate it. And that is not a comment. That's not. It's just explaining what the donation is for. Yes. And Debbie, look at this. Thanks for the flower. Dropped also 100 jewels in this Sunday. And on top of it, got some hiding too. Thank you there. Timmy's Pop, thank for the 200 jewels and the gem. Thank you there. The Thomas, thank you for the 1,000 jewels and the cheers. Yeah, heck yeah. I don't think I've seen the cheers one. Thank you. The cooking font. I like that. That's really funny. Thanks for the 2 there. Love to hear Doug pronounce my name. Careful. Oh, God. I can only imagine how bad that would go. Huggy B, thanks for the silver star. Oh, that would go very bad. Astrid, thanks for the silver star. Astrid dropped 2 silver stars in bag. Thank you there. William, thanks for the 5. Yes, they bought tires for Kimmy. She stayed at the flea bags for a few weeks. Flea did a whole stream defaming Kimmy a while back. Yeah, I remember her going after. I just couldn't remember. Like, they go after so many people, I can't remember who they are anymore,
Right.
That's the problem.
Okay. How do they make hashies? I got to know how they make hashies. How do they make that? I know it's the derivative is pot originally. But what's mixed with it to make it?
You're asking the wrong person.
Because we got the wonderful Marla Hughes over here.
What did she say first? Let's see what she
hashes is pot with cocaine mixed in it for a different high. Now I'm not an expert on any of this stuff.
No,
beer was always my thing.
No.
I'm not a chemist. I'm not a chemist.
No. But I
It's
don't
made from
think that's right.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, that's what I
don't
thought
know what
right there.
she's. That's what we call That's what we call speedballing. You know, hash comes from the cannabis plant. Cocaine comes from a coca plant. They are not from the same thing.
Yeah.
It's essentially, I believe they collect, what is it? I can't remember. They're called, they're the crystal glands. I can't remember what they're freaking called from the cannabis plant. So, you know, it makes it stronger, but I can't remember what it's called.
I think Kitty Ninja said it's dried crushed pollen. I think that's what she's talking about, but I don't know. I know hashish is a derivative of pot.
Yeah, you can take.
I just can't remember.
Flower.
It's like a low grade of pot, from what I understand.
I'm not
an expert on it, but I just thought that was interesting.
It's not. It does not have coke in it. That is definitely not right. You know.
Wow.
Hash or hashish is made by collecting the tiny resin-rich crystal glands called trichomes, I think, from the cannabis plant and pressing them into a solid block, ball, or powder because it isolates the potent plant resin and leaves behind most of the leafy green material. It's sharp. It's stronger than regular cannabis. It has nothing to do with cocaine, though. Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think
Marla is one of the dumb. If you listen to Marla as a source for anything, folks, you have to be an idiot. She is an idiot.
Hey, you listen to her, you're falling into the category of dumb as a box of shit. I mean, this woman.
Oh God, we're gonna have some fun laughing at all of that. Oh Lord,
I'm not even halfway through these things, and they're hilarious.
Thanks for the goat trophy there and the 1,000 jewels. That is awesome. Appreciate that. What's up, Sandy Nichols? It's great to see you. Drop that clapping seal with the 250 jewels. Thank you there too. 2012 drops the 2. Coop is a cult. It's Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, that makes you a cult right off the bat, man.
Well, you knew that, didn't you? My members are Kool-Aid kids.
Holy God, I've got to kick you off here. I'm sorry. William, thanks for the 10. Send an email or a YouTube short about a life insurance company versus OpenAI. OpenAI practicing law without a license. Huh. Will you kick that up if you sent it before? Can you just bump it to the top? So in case I missed it, I don't know where it there. Just like if you bump it up, I appreciate it. E-Poindexter, I don't see it like in the last couple, but my email hops all the time. So yeah, I'd like to see that again. E-Poindexter, thanks for the 5. They need to stop ordering gum and snacks from Temu too. Maybe that's why they failed.
Yeah.
American Woman Thrifter, thanks for the 10. Tug. LL is stating that he drank a 5-hour energy drink while he failed a drug test.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Marla's getting corrected.
Oh my God.
Marla, hash doesn't have cocaine in it.
What an idiot. All these people. Please look at the viral video about energy drinks and please look at my email. I'll check your email too. That's amazing. That is amazing. I am very proud of these people though. They say some of the dumbest things I've ever seen. So yeah, if I really am going to need a transcript for this to laugh at, because if they're talking about energy drinks, remember at first it's poppy seeds and now energy drinks. The dude admitted to using cocaine, and remember they've gone from he got blitzed drunk, passes out and doesn't remember, to he drank energy drinks now. So they're changing the stories. Holy God, they're doing it right in front of you. You know. That's why they don't want us using clips, because you know, we pointed out. All right. Well, I'm going to end. I appreciate you folks. You need for sure to check out Mr. Coop. Great show. I like it when you two shows together. They are amazing. D Coop, I appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Chat's been wonderful too.
Yeah, they are awesome too. All right.
Send me your Temu rocks.
I'll see y'all. What